Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining my co host Mary and I for another Spiritual Learning Thursday. Every Thursday, we go over a different topic. After we play the video on the topic, we'll take any questions that anyone has and we'll try to answer them the best that we can. If you have any ideas on what you would like to learn about in the next upcoming videos, please leave a comment. We will be with you shortly. If you would be so kind as to take this time to give a like and share out the video, it would be greatly appreciated. Sit back, enjoy the show. Thank you so much again for coming. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. MCAT, how are you? MCAT's over in Mary's, so hello to you. And hello to Diane and Kelly, who are in my chat. Welcome in. And I hope you guys are having a great day. We were just sharing out. Hugs, Danny. How are you?
Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
Hi, Diane. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Andre. Welcome in. Christina's birthday today, y'all. We got to celebrate.
Oh yes, it's my birthday. I made puffins, pancake muffins. They were yummy, and I put ice cream on them. And that's what I ate all day for my birthday because I said, "Nah, I'm not gonna make food. I'm just gonna eat puffins." Now we're almost done with them, so I'm thinking I need to make more after the stream so I could eat it for dinner too. Let's party! Woohoo! Yes, Kelly. So, yeah, been a slow week. I don't know where everyone's been, but
well, I'm sharing, so as much as I can.
I'm sharing. All right, I shared some with everybody. Thank you, Diane. We just hung out with Diane a little in Boomers, so I had a birthday at Boomers, and now we're having a birthday here. Hey, Shelly love, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Shelly's on Mary's. I put Mary's link also up in the pinned comment, just so you guys know we're sharing on both.
I don't know why she's not blue on my side. I swear I thought I made her blue. Shelly, I thought I made you blue. I didn't make you blue.
Yeah, you know, we're just waiting just a tiny bit to let everyone come in a little so that we can play the video. this was interesting to do, considering for mostly, I like to take all aspects of it, of everything that I do, but there's not much scientific research on this stuff that they let out, that they publish. Okay. So, you know, um, so it was an interesting video to do because you're looking at it from the side of um, mostly what these items, the sixth sense has layers, and so you're looking at it from the perspective, scientifically, that it doesn't exist, but this is what it means. And I'm like, well, if it doesn't exist, how can it have a definition? Kind of weird, Hi, Tamara, welcome in. Okay, I will be watching laying down, so I can't type. Okay, love, no problem. So when you look at something that has a definition but doesn't exist, it's kind of strange because you're like, well, if there's a definition, if that word has in the dictionary, doesn't it exist? I don't know. Hey, Krista Love, welcome in. Thank you, Kelly, for having us both on.
Thank you, Kelly. And Tammy, if you didn't hear me, hello.
And I did, I did my little work, the pictures again. I made Mary and I look lovely. I think I look basically like the AI thinks I look, no? I think I do, just without the wrinkles. And maybe they even make my face like it's, I give them my face and they just, I don't know, take away the, 20 years off your face, and there you are, and they just give you like a facelift, but it doesn't cost anything. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming. How'd you do, Mary? You all share it out?
Yes.
All right. We'll wait just a few more seconds to see if anyone comes in. MCAT, that's what happens.
Hi, Diane.
That's what happened. The AI says, "Oh, this is a picture of this chick," and they always make me look pretty. I mean, this AI loves me. That's why I use this program. Secretly, the AI is in love with me. Ah, Shelly's in both. Because I mean, come on. Danny, don't get jealous of the AI. I'm Mary. I am.
AI makes me look really good compared to what I really ain't.
Yeah, if it could just get her bangs right.
If we could just get me thin in real life like I am on there, I'd be a happy camper.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta leave the potato chips alone.
That's right. You gotta leave the potato chips out for the spirits and stop
eating. It's not only that. Gotta leave what? The potato chips what?
Leave the potato chips out for the spirits and you stop eating them and let them eat them.
I put some out for them. I haven't today, but I do.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying if you put it out for them, then you won't eat it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I might
say this bag of chips is for the spirit, and every day you give them a little bit, and you don't eat any because it's for them.
Look at if they're in looking distance, I'm in trouble. That's all I can say. I'm a chipaholic. It's better than being an alcoholic, I think. At this point, I'm not really sure about that.
That's right.
Saying.
So does anyone know, before we start the video, let me just ask the nice people in the chat, does anyone know what the sixth sense is? Without the layers, just the sixth sense.
What the sixth one is, not
right, not any of the layers, what they actually like the five senses, of course, you know what they are. Yes, Kelly knows. ESP is the sixth sense. And then underneath ESP are all these, I call them layers, like an onion. You peel back the ESP and you get all this stuff. Extra sensory perception is ESP. You know, but it has all these layers under extra sensory perception, especially in paranormal. Everyone knows there's a lot of different categories. So this is just a little walkthrough of, like I said, what I could find, like based on, like I said, it's hard to base it on the science because scientists don't believe it exists. However, they have definitions for them all. So I don't know. And if I was playing Yahtzee, you know, extrasensory perception would be a word and it'd be like 1,000,000 points. Okay, so that's right.
Is everybody hearing me okay? Do I sound like
no, you're fine today.
I swear that wasn't me doing that. It wasn't my side of it. But I don't know. It could have been, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what would have caused it. Just saying.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, you're fine today, but when you were in Danny's, Danny. You were in Danny's on my mind. When you were in Boomers yesterday, it felt like you were in Poland under, you know, polar ice cap. I don't know. you were way out there.
It could have been Zoom because Zoom's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But StreamYards, I don't seem to have a problem with it.
No. We hear you good. Yes, Diane. All righty. So we are 15 minutes in. We usually wait about 15 minutes to see how many people are going to come in, hang out with us. So I think we are about ready. I'm going to just change the view on this layout. Done. There we go. So you can see it all big and pretty. And we...
hang on. I'm getting there.
Take your time.
Okay.
I'm not rushing you.
There was one place I should have shared out and I didn't. So I'm going to it now and then we'll do it. Well, I say I am. I know it's here. I just seen it while ago.
Yeah.
Literally. Ain't that a whooping? Danny, when you he's still here, right? Danny, when you get to feeling better, I got a missing persons thing I want to run by you.
I shared it on X. Well, thank you so much. Yes. I haven't shared on Twitter in a long time, but only because the last time they tried to make me pay for, you know, fixing it. Just got off work. Oh, fabulous.
Well, that's why I can't find it. It was at the very top because you already shared it there.
Oh, well, see that?
I'm like, where am I? How come I can't find this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I already shared. Sharing, sharing.
I did too, and I thought, well, I should share it to my group chat, but you already done it, so okay.
I already did it. Yes, we did. We shared everywhere. Um,
All right, here we go. Are we ready?
yeah, we're ready.
Okay, everybody, here we go. Man, me this.
Hello and welcome to another Spiritual Learning Thursday. Today we're going over the sixth sense. Usually humans have five senses. However, some have six. And the sixth has layers. Let's find out what this is all about. When we talk about human senses, we have sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. But how many of us have the sixth, which is what they call ESP? What is ESP? It stands for extra outside sensory perception. The root of the word extrasensory comes from the Latin word sensere, meaning to feel. Therefore, extrasensory perception is the ability to feel beyond one's senses. But what does it actually mean? Enhanced sensory perception is the ability to use one's senses to a greater capacity than the norm. One example is a blind person being better able to use his sense of hearing than a sighted person. In simple terms, ESP is an acronym for extrasensory perception. It is the ability to sense things in a way other than through sight, smell, taste, touch, or hearing. What comes along with having ESP? Usually precognition, which is the ability to predict events that will occur in the future. This is a common ability claimed by psychics. There is not one single sixth sense, but rather a whole host of abilities that can be classified as belonging to the category of ESP. Some people believe that they have more than one sixth sense. ESP is believed to manifest itself in visions, dreams, and other simple phenomena. Sometimes objects such as crystal balls or Ouija boards are used to connect a person with an unseen world. Telepathy is a one type of a sixth sense. It is the ability to read the thoughts of others. Telepathic powers can range from simple sensing emotions to reading the thoughts and memories of people from anywhere on the planet. There is absolutely no evidence that any human being or other creature has telepathic abilities. Despite this, many people claim to have telepathic abilities. Clairvoyance is another type of a sixth sense. Clairvoyance is the ability to see things that are not immediately perceptible by the five senses. One example is seeing an accident as it occurs in a town far away from where one is currently situated. As with telepathy, no evidence exists for clairvoyance abilities. As we discussed before, the sixth sense comes along with precognition, but also retrocognition. Precognition refers to the ability to see into the future. This is a power that many psychics claim to possess. Retrocognition is when you can see into the past. There is science trying to prove that the sixth senses exist. The scientific study of ESP is called parapsychology. Mediumship, the ability to talk with the dead, is also one type of extrasensory perception. There are also other types of phenomenon that are related to ESP, such as hyperspeed and telekinesis, the ability to move objects with one's mind.
Extrasensory perception, ESP, and enhanced sensory perception are concepts that are sometimes confused with each other. Enhanced sensory perception is the capacity to use one of the five senses better than the norm, as in our example of the blind man. The term extrasensory perception was popularized by Joseph Banks Rhine in 1934. Rhine, a professor at Duke University at the time, conducted several experiments that he believed proved the existence of extrasensory perception. Though many scientists have challenged his findings and methods, not all people believe that extrasensory perception exists. There are many theories as to what causes ESP. Some individuals believe that all humans have some degree of extrasensory perception and that we involuntarily experience ESP on several occasions. Others believe that a select few individuals have special powers that allow them to access ESP, but only when they're in a special mental state. Most individuals who believe in ESP maintain that all humans have the potential for extrasensory perception, but some of us are more aware of our abilities than others. The major types of ESP are telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, retrocognition, mediumship, and psychrometry. Psychometry is the supported ability to discover facts about an event or person by touching inanimate objects associated with them. Psychometry is also known as token object readings. The sixth senses, or ESP, is still a controversial debate between scientists. But as always, it's up to you to decide. Thank you for joining us on another spiritual learning video. Please check the playlist Spiritual Learning for more content. Don't forget to like this video, share, and if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, it was super interesting. I never even heard of the last one, a now I have to say it again. Psychochromy. Um I had never heard of that like being used. A lot of people call that like if somebody handed me an object from like their grandmother and I'd be able to read, and tell them a reading and stuff off of this object that they handed me that was their grandmother's. Um, I mean, I heard like kind of those kind of readings, but never really like so super interesting. This topic, I just dove a little into it. Of course, I'm sure there's tons, but I really did find it interesting. And I did not know that there was, like I said, all these, yes, object reading and cat, right. I did not know that they considered all of these things lumped into one as ESP, the sixth sense, so really there's a lots of sixth senses. And if you count them all on their own, there there'd be a lot more senses. But yeah, so it's interesting. It was interesting to read about. um Hi Ryan, welcome in. Nice to meet you. um um yeah, so does anybody have any questions on any of the information? I'm well, Charlie. It's my birthday today. And I'm well because I get to spend it with you lot. So, yeah. And I made puffins this morning, this afternoon. And puffins are pancake muffins, and they were so darn good. I did a good job. I never made them before, but
Bat
happy
Rican,
Born Day. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
Bat Rican, if you look on they're in my lives, but I haven't made them into videos yet. But on Christina's side, in her playlist, she has a playlist of all these Thursday shows we have.
Spiritual Learning Thursdays. Yeah, it's called Spiritual Learning, and there's anything spiritual information that I put there.
Like
So not only these videos, but I have stuff about crystals and evil eyes and all sorts of stuff is in
there's
that
all kinds of
playlist.
stuff,
Yeah.
like last week, what was last week? We done
Spiritual awakenings.
spiritual
We've done stuff on dreams, on
psychic and stuff like that.
yeah, psychic, and like the spirit guides and stuff, which I love. So yep, we did all that stuff. So I don't know what we'll do next week. I didn't start it yet, so hopefully I'll find something interesting for you guys.
We take suggestions, so
Of course, we take suggestions.
something that they want to see us do for next Thursday or for any Thursday would be great.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any suggestions, let us know. Hi, Jen. Sorry, I'm just now seeing you because I was running the video. So,
Mm-hmm.
hi, Charlie. Who else I miss? Anybody?
Yeah, she's my tech. Ryan, new person.
Ryan. Sorry, I'm a little choked up. Let's see. Allergies are kicking my booty lately. It's the rain. We've had so much rain, man. I'm telling you, it's raining now.
Oh.
Hi,
Today
Tina.
was a gloomy day, but you know what they say? My mother always used to say, because it always rains on my birthday, and I was always upset. And she's like, no, April showers bring May flowers, so you're making everything bloom on your birthday. And I was like, now it doesn't upset me. Of course, when you're young and you can't go out on your birthday, it upsets you. But she's right. It's not a big deal. I gotta expect that I was born in April and there's going to be lots of rain.
Right?
1 year, I don't know if it was in the early 80s, I think, or the mid 80s. 1 year it actually snowed on my birthday. I was like, what the hell? It's April.
Yeah, my mom was born on the 4th of April. And yeah, that was her problem with it. She said that, she said, first you have April Fools, she said, and then everybody, and then it goes into my birthday, and she said, and then the weather is terrible. And she said, I'd rather have it in May or June or July. She just went up that line. I was like, I'm with you on that. Oh, cool, Barry. Yeah, I'll have to, Tuesdays, we don't do nothing on Tuesdays, do we? No.
Tuesday? No, not at that time. Mm-mm.
Yeah. We'll have to trickle over there.
Yes. Oh, I'll see if I could share his link. He's in Mary's, guys, but I'll go over to Mary's and grab his link. I think I should be able to do that. Go to channel. Yeah. Share.
Yeah, see. Here, I'll make him blue and he can.
Oh, that's not going to help in my channel. That's why I'm doing it.
Oh, I know, but drop his link. That Rican, you can drop your link.
Okay, and here is his link in my chat so that you guys could
You're welcome.
check him out. I think most of you know MCAT. From Mary.
I know you, so I'm fine with making blue. The first time I seen you was on Amy's channel.
But just in case, I know I'm subscribed.
Hi, NH girl. How are you? Hi, Cassie.
Just in case, we'll put MCATs in mine too. Oh, where am I? I'm still in Mary's. Oh Lord.
Yeah,
we,
put it
we use the same picture now, so it's more cohesive. But then I get confused, like, where am I? Where am I typing? And I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am, what I'm typing. There you go. And there's MCATs. So you
y'all
guys
want
see.
another good
Happy
candle. Watch this.
birthday. Oh, thank you so much, Jen. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Thank you to Tina for the candles for everybody. Much love to you. And I hope everybody's well. Charlie, I haven't seen you in about 2 weeks. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Tina made that candle for us all. You know, she did a really good
She
job.
does the 9-day novella, 9
Yeah,
days prayer candle, for anybody who's sick or needs extra prayers. So yeah,
right.
she is the one to go to, So yeah.
All right, you talk. I'll be back in a second. I gotta go potty. I'll be back.
Okay.
Go potty real quick.
She's gonna go hit the head, as Boomer says. Hey, Kim. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Yeah, the New Kids on the Block singing Happy Birthday. It was such a blast from the past. I was like, oh my God, I'm 14 again. Yes, never mind this 36. 14, let's go. 14, let's go. Yeah, New Kids on the Block is a blast from the past. I don't know if I could show you guys my sorry boyfriend came home and I'm gonna eat dinner and lurk. Ooh, enjoy your dinner. I'll see if I could show you my puffin. There's my puffins. My pancake muffins. I got 3 left for right after this with my coffee. I'm gonna have my puffins with ice cream, syrup, and coffee. That's what I'm eating. That's what I'm eating. Who's your favorite? You should be able to know my favorite because what's my son's name? Jonathan. Don't tell him why I named him Jonathan, but anyway. Of course, the only gay one, that's the one that, that was my favorite. At the time, you didn't know that. They didn't tell you back then those things. Now you go and you're like, look them up and, you're like, oh, he's with a guy. Okay, husband, 20 years, So anyway, I laugh. Yeah, Jonathan. I didn't name him Jonathan Knight because his father would have been like, what the fuck? I just said I like Jonathan because it's when I'm Greek Orthodox. So when Joey was your favorite, I'm Greek Orthodox. So you have to name the child after a saint. So Saint John, I can get away with Jonathan when I go to the Greek church. I'm like, Jonathan. They're like, yeah, Yanni. Good. Check. So I could slide by with Jonathan because, so I told them, no, I like Jonathan because I can baptize him in the Greek church. Yanni, it's Greek. It's John is a, Saint John is a saint, So, Saint Yanni. But anyway, mine was George Michael. He still is. Um. Oh, I'm a Joe McIntyre girl. Good. I wasn't never liked In Sync. Like I never had. No. After the New Kids on the Block, I didn't. I got like too old for boy bands after that. you know. So yeah, I actually got too old for like this fascination with famous people, and that's basically when it ended, I think, or like right in the early teenage years. I'm like, yeah, no. Hi, Alan. Welcome in. Much love to you. Thanks for coming by. If you guys don't know Alan, let me put his link in. He has 37 videos. So he's got video content, and I want to put his link in for you guys. It's my birthday, Alan. We did play the video already, but I will put it up on YouTube, or you can watch this back when it hits, about ESP, the sixth sense. So it was super interesting. There's Alan's link. My daughter is a Backstreet Boys. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I like music and singers, but I'm not like that where I was like joined the fan club and had stickers and pins. Which remind me, I don't know where I put them. That was so funny. I was walking, I was walking down the block in Astoria, and I hit and I this spot, and this lady had a bag. People here in Queens put bags. They hang bags on their fences, and they're like free stuff. And like you could go through the bag, and so there was this basket, and I was like, "Oh, I love this basket." I had to redo the whole thing because it was broken, but I'm good like that. And in the basket was New Kids on the Block stickers. And I was like, "This is hysterical. Do they still make New Kids on the Block stickers? Like, why?" Do people even know who they are? Hey, Sixth Sense Amelia. We were just talking about the Sixth Senses. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Much love to you. We just showed a video about the Sixth Sense, not the movie, the not the movie, The Sixth Sense. So, thank you so much. I haven't seen you in forever, Amelia. They still tour? Oh my God, really? I did see that they were gonna go on tour, or they were gonna just play a concert, and this was like 10 years ago, maybe not even, maybe 5, I don't know. And like all these women, embarrassing, my age, like jumping all over the stage and everything. You're welcome back, but you're muted. Jumping all over the stage and everything,
I know
like
I was trying to.
teenagers, It was an embarrassment. I was horrified. I was like, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't go," because that embarrassing. They also do a cruise every year. Okay. Well, that okay.
Hi, Granny.
Hey, Granny, how are you? Much love. Much love to you.
How's the weather there, Granny? Did you get a bunch of snow like recently? Not too long ago, anyway. I thought about you when that snowstorm was going through.
Ooh, do you mod there? What do you do on that channel? Anything fun and exciting, Amelia? Iceland eruption volcano channel. Ooh.
Cool. I like watching stuff like that at times.
Oh, well, I don't normally watch it on YouTube. What I do is I go to the science.
Science has always been one of my best subjects.
It's not one of my good subjects, but I love reading about the universe and all that. Well, although earth science with the planets and the universe, I was very good at that. Don't give me no biology. Don't give me no chemistry. None of that stuff. Hey, Scott, welcome in. Hey, Evie, I was looking for you guys. I was like, well,
B's all the way through it, all the way through science.
You were on Drew's channel. Does Drew not remember that every Thursday we go live at a certain time? What happened? What happened? She forgot us? That's where everybody was. Sorry, guys, we played the video already because it goes 6 p.m.
Yeah, go back
Eastern
and
Standard
watch.
Time.
It's there though. You'll be able to watch it.
Yeah, and I always put the video up after, which actually I should probably set it up. But we were just now yapping about, different things, and it's my birthday, so we're just waffling on, as Boomer says, waffling on.
Oh, that's good, Granny. It's raining here. Nasty rain. We getting a lot of rain this year. It'll
Mm,
rain now, and then when June and July comes and August, we won't get any. It's
mm.
crazy. Crazy, crazy. We'll be begging for a thunderstorm.
Yeah. Um, so let's schedule this for today is the 11th. Okay. We're gonna put 7 p.m. So okay. So then it would go out at 7 p.m. The video, so everybody could see it. There we go.
Hi, Scott. I was the nerd in science, but I love the subject. I loved science. I mean, I wasn't a nerd, but if anything, I was the opposite of a nerd. Um,
Thank you for the birthday wishes.
do you remember when they used to call people the hoods or whatever when you was going to school? I may be showing my age anyway.
Yes.
I was considered one of those, But
I mean, the teacher's pet, they used to call you, all the
I knew
teacher
they
like
used
her.
to.
Well, because I do my work, if you did your work,
Right.
or, or a nerd, like if you knew too much, but I didn't know, I didn't know too much except in like history. I used to love the history. I was very good in history. I was very good with with English writing and the reading and the researching, any extra curriculum stuff, that was me. But not so much math, science after earth science.
Hi, Amelia. I'm sorry I didn't say hello. I'm sorry I'm talking over top of you. I didn't mean to.
No, that's okay. I find earthquakes. Oh, well, did you see? I will on Monday we had 2 earthquakes
Yeah, two of them.
in New York. Well, they started in Jersey, but we felt them here. So it was 4.8 magnitude that you could feel on the first one and a 4 on the second one, even though they said the second one was an aftershock. I'm like, it's impossible because the aftershocks, there was 6 aftershocks in between both of those 4 pointers that were only 2. So why would you get a 1.8, a 2, a 1.7, a 1.6, 2.1, and then go back to a 4? You wouldn't as an aftershock. That was another one. They don't want to scare people, so they didn't say that. But it was 2. I don't know. I don't know much about science, but I have like a good feel for these sorts of things, like common sense kind of thing. And to me, it wouldn't be common sense if you look at how earthquakes do their thing. So, yeah, so to me, it was a second one. But they don't want to scare people, so they're just going to tell you, oh, it was all aftershocks. I was like, nope. Really? Aftershocks are often bigger than the initial quake. Okay. Um, I thought they were smaller than the initial quake. So like the big one was 4.8, and then we had all these tiny itty bitty ones like 6. You couldn't
Hi,
even
Boomer.
feel them. They were all under 2.2. And then we had another 4. So
Well, they're not always, the aftershocks aren't always small. Some of them can be, and they call them aftershocks because of the initial shock that,
oh yeah. Well,
you
like I
know,
said, you had 7 aftershocks,
like,
then you had this other one, a big one. You would think you would have more after that, but there wasn't any more after that one. So then I was like, I think it was the second one. I don't know. That was
they
I'm
call
sure
them
there was
aftershocks.
2.
they're called aftershocks after the first initial one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's getting at.
Oh, I gotcha.
And the reason why I know that because I lived in California and went through.
Oh, that's true. Hey, Boomer.
Plus, I live on a fault line. Actually, I do now. You know, there's a big one that goes through the Midwestern fault line. I can't think of the name of it. And I know it too, and I can't remember the name of it. Anybody out there know the name of it, you guys?
What?
The
fault line?
Through here.
New Madrid.
New Madrid fault line. Goes through here.
Yeah, Mother Nature shaking her booty. That's right. Shake, shake, shake. Yeah, so it's interesting, all that stuff. Well, to me, and like everybody was like, oh my God. And even that the mayor had to go on and be like, you should all go about your day. And I'm like, dirt. Like, why wouldn't you? Nothing even like fell off my walls. And you see, guys, I know I got a lot of crap on my wall. I even have on my windows.
No, Boomer. Boomer had a question. I thought you would see it. Am I still on never mind here? He asked, what is our take on the sixth sense?
Oh, well, you missed it.
Yes.
We did that in 40 minutes ago. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's still going. He just
No, I know. You were still doing your live stream, Boomer. I appreciate you coming in. And I didn't see it because I was looking at like the live stream because I get confused with the comments up in there, and you're on Mary's. So and I was looking so I apologize for missing it.
I'm not trying to be gory or nasty or nothing, but I was trying to clear out. I got sinus issues going.
Oh,
it's driving me crazy the last few days.
Oh, that's all right.
I was on mute and I was trying to take care of that. So no, you're not on. You will never be on mute over here. Not on my channel anyway.
That's right. But so I didn't notice his comments, so I apologize.
Even if you was flipping out on there, I wouldn't mute you. I just let you get it out of your system.
Yeah, because my house really was shaking.
You like a brother.
Yeah. So, but actually, what we were saying. Well, isn't that what the theme is? Yeah, it is the theme. I'm just messing with you, Boomer. So what my take was on it is that I found it interesting that ESP is just well, first of all, I didn't know, like I thought it was a like they say extra sensory perception, but then it has so many layers, right? Because we went through them, telekinesis, telepathy, all these layers to ESP, which all have a distinct, like, scientists say, well, we don't know that this doesn't exist, but they have definitions, full definitions for every one of them, mediums, this, that, like, mediumship, people that talk to dead, but it's an onion. That's right. And so ESP is an onion with lots of layers that scientists don't believe in, yet they have made sure that the definition on it is perfect. I found that part interesting, but I also, I like the fact that I just learned about the other one, the psychokami, or maybe I didn't know what it was before, but it's maybe like, but that's when, Boomer, you take an object, like somebody says, this was my grandmother's brooch. What do you get off of it? And you can hold the brooch and get all this stuff that like give you a reading. So there was a lot to it. It was super interesting. I've been listening from the start. Yes, thank you for listening. I saw that you were still live, but I couldn't play it because I have all my phones going here. I'm asking your opinion, not editing what the person said. Oh, so I was saying that I thought it was interesting all these layers of you know of it. But I'm
I,
asking you your opinion. Well, my opinion is that it exists, of course, because I talk to spirits. So I damn well know that that the one of those exists anyway. You know what I'm saying? Um, but my opinion on what part? Because like I said, there's all these layers. So I thought it was interesting about the like, well, yeah, I gotta, unlike you, Boomer, I gotta read this stuff because I don't know the technical terms. Like, but I personally feel all of it exists. I can do readings. I know spirit guides will talk to me and tell me it's things they want people to know. Um, which is why in yours I said I wish I was a scientist so that I could try to prove it. I don't know how we could prove it though, but
I,
um,
I I believe in all of it. I believe that you can um, hear. I believe that people can hear spirits are like, if they're gifted. And I also believe that you can tell something about, like, holding an object, like you said,
mhm.
and getting what you feel off of that, and of the person who had it, who owned it. I
Yeah,
can't always do that. It just depends on. Hi, Carl. Depends on how much energy that they have put into that object
right.
to pick up enough off of it. But I believe that you can do that. I've seen people do that. Um, I can. I believe in the sensories and the of all of it. I mean, being an empath is part of it. The feelings you get of people who hurt, or you get a feeling of how they may have passed, or how they are even when they're alive.
Right.
Uh, I have been able to tell when people are sick and what is wrong with them. Um, I don't know how I know. I just know that it comes to me. Personally, I think that spirits have a tendency to tell me everything, and they tell me a lot of it. Yes, Boomer, I do. I don't know about Christina, but I do. I think that I
Oh,
think
yeah. Well, it's definitely outside the realm of the norm.
right.
I do though believe that everyone could do this. I don't
It,
believe they're special. I think everybody could do it, but the modern day world has people so busy and so programmed that it's only going to be a special few that will actually excel in doing these
and
things
there's some that don't want to do
or
it.
try them. So I don't necessarily think that we're special in the way that I think everyone could do it. They just, you know. I mean, because when I was working, I did a way less of this only because my mind was so caught up with things from work and this, that, and the other. But I think that, yeah, probably everybody could do it. You're going to hate me if you review my commentary of the last 45
I'm
minutes.
not going to hate you, Boomer. It's your opinion. It's we don't have all of us don't have to have the same opinion.
That's right. um,
I mean, I don't think they necessarily are 100% coincide with it, but I I think a big portion of it does. not all of it. Now, do I think that everybody can have what we have, that like we was born with? Even though Christina just started not long ago on stuff, she had it from birth. She just didn't know it. She blocked it out.
Right. Well, yeah, life got in the way, and what the social
Right.
standards are, and people telling you, my mother telling me people are going to think you're crazy, shut the fuck up. So just like, oh, okay, maybe I am crazy, I'm just going to put it in the back of my head, and then you get busy with life and whatever. And then once my mother passed, something clicked in me and was like, nope, I'm going to talk to her. Like, I know you can, like, and
Everybody's brain, your brain has okay.
okay, boomer.
Your brain runs on electricity.
Right.
So if spirit's made up of electric, so are we. I mean, basically of energy. But anyway, what I'm trying to say with that is, with your brain, you can program your brain to do whatever if you are strong enough to do that.
Right.
You can yes, you can open yourself up. Everybody can. Everybody's got it. They just don't use it. And some are scared of it. Now, well, you can be rough all you want, Boomer, but it's your opinion. But we can be rough with you right back.
Mm-hmm.
We don't always agree with you either, so it's okay. But I'm just saying, it is what it is. And the brain can do a lot. And if somebody really wants to do this, they can.
Oh.
Meditate, open yourself up, clear the chakras out, do whatever you got to do to get where you hone in on what your abilities are. I believe everybody's an empath. Some are stronger than others because they are opened up more to it than some are. Some don't want to do that.
Well, right. It's like
but I'm just saying
it's like my sister's best friend. So my sister's best friend claims she's a medium. She talks to spirits. She's a medium. And and then my sister will give me like these crazy messages, but the way it's said, I'm like, that's from like my sister putting her own commentary in whatever this message was, right? But anyway, I was like, so I said to the friend, she introduced me to her, and I was the wrong person to bring to a medium's house, right? So she says to me, oh, your aura is so thin. You really shouldn't cross over so many spirits. And I turned around and I said, well, how many do you cross over? And she goes, oh, I don't cross over any. I don't waste my energy. I flipped the frick out. I was like,
I started laughing because I know I can hear you now.
I flipped the hell out. I was like, so if a baby came to you and needed help, a child, you would not cross them? And she just like looked at me. I'm like, she's like, no, like your aura. I guess I don't give a crap about my aura. There's millions of children out there who need to be crossed. You wouldn't help, not a one. Then you're not a medium. And please, I turned around to my sister. I said, don't you ever fucking give me a message from her again. And my sister was like, and I'm like, because I doubt highly my mother is going to talk to her. Who wouldn't waste a single cent of her energy to help a baby. My mother's not giving her no damn messages. My mother will give it to Danny. My mother will give it to Mary. My mother's have given messages to Benny. She sure as shit ain't coming to her. And if she does, I'm not believing not one word of what she said, so don't tell me. I was so mad. I'm like, you cannot call yourself a medium, yet you won't. have like even Boomer will be like, oh, you need to cross them, because that's what you freaking do. You help people when you're in paranormal. You don't just be like, nah, you know. No, it's no. Anyway, so don't get me started. If you don't cross spirits, you could just keep your shit to yourself. You know, if you wouldn't help a baby, no, you keep your shit to yourself. Don't tell me nothing, because I don't believe it. Because I don't believe that a spirit would go to a medium who would not be willing to help them, to give them a message. I don't believe it, not one bit. Not one bit. Mm-mm. Sorry. Keep
They
your
know
shit to
if I do.
yourself.
Anyway,
Amelia. Oh, okay, thanks, Christina. What did I? Oh, you mean the Boomers in Mary's room? Yeah, there you go. But anyway, so yeah, that's why, like, Boomer actually had asked earlier on his stream, like, oh, like, who's your favorite parent? I don't watch these mediums. You know why? Because I believe they're all they're not real. They're not fully into it. They're out for themselves. Like, I'm like, why bother talking to the spirits and give people? I didn't pay her, you know? No, I don't know. The whole thing is flaky to me. I think she's a flake. Anyway, Shelly, much love to you. Thank you so much for coming in. And there is the Aries. Yes. That's the Aries. See, it's not that we're rough, Diane. We're passionate about something. I feel very passionate. You know, that's why I started. That's the children's spirits taught me how to do crossovers so that I could cross them, because these selfish mediums wouldn't do it. Okay. Sounds like she was a fake. I don't know if she's a fake. I mean, maybe crossed over spirits might talk to her because they don't realize that she wouldn't help their brother if their brother died and didn't cross over. Okay, they can't take the brother to her because she won't cross them. I have tons of different divine energies come and ask me to cross people. Okay, because I'll do it. And I'll do an extra, and I'll do it on my day off. If an angel came to me, an angel did come to me and said, I have 400 people, I need your help to cross them. I was like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow on my day off. You bring them. And I freaking did. Like, that's what you do. There's no angels going to this chick and be like, because they know she can't be bothered wasting her energy to cross over spirits. This is why you put out candles. This is why you give them food. This is, so that they have the energy to cross over, so you don't use all of yours. Craziness. I'm an Aries as well. March 25th. My sister too is an Aries. She's on the cusp. She's the 22nd. Yes, but us Aries, we're very passionate. Carl's passionate too. I have a pet ram. He's lovely. Just stay out of the way of the padlock. Yes, we are. We're rams. That's a true story. Amelia. Birthday cake for everybody. Yes. Yeah. So yeah. So thanks, Boomer, for getting me back on that subject. But yeah, there's a lot of fakes out there, guys. You gotta, hey, PPR, welcome in. You gotta just, and even if they're not fake, if they could give you a message of sorts, I wouldn't listen to half of them. I ask questions. Like I said, my mother passed away. I mean, like I said, I've always had, like Mary said, I'm sure I've always had this because I had different things happen, which is why I once my mother passed, I knew that I could talk to her, and I was like, I'm going to, and just to make sure she's okay, to make sure there's something better for you after and that she's there. Um, doing that was my most main thing. But when I really started doing this, and all these children, because the children will not cross over, mostly because they don't know, they don't understand. So imagine a 5-year-old, 6-year-old who passed away suddenly of an illness, let's say smallpox. I had a lot that passed from smallpox. Um, they stayed with their parents. Light? What are you talking about? I'm not going, No, I'm staying with my mother. Yeah, now, 80 years later, mommy's deceased and crossed over, and the kid is still here because they're like, well, now what? You know? Where do I go? What do I do? I need somebody to help me. And then you come across this, one who says she talks to spirits, but she can't be bothered to cross you over. Ah, my daughter's a Leo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my daughter's a Leo. Leos and Aries don't get along. My daughter and I do not. My son's a Gemini. My mother was a Gemini, and my father was a Gemini. My mother, son, and father are Geminis. My mother and father both passed, but my son's still the Gemini. I got along fine with Geminis.
Hi, PPR. You know yourself that if I could cross them over, I would. I don't have, but if they tell me they want me to be the one doing it, I will do it now, even though my energy's not great. I don't care. I don't care if it's so hard for days.
Yeah, but you would do it if a child came
and
to
they
you
know that.
out of distress, and when you were well, I'm sure you would do it.
I have, you know that, because I've done it.
Yes, you have. Right, exactly. This one won't at all. Couldn't be bothered. So, I was never told not to see or speak to folks. Only I could see Christina. Really? No, my mother would tell me, because I would tell her things, and she's like, that's just deja vu. I'm like, well, okay, so what is that, And she's like, no, they'll put you in the funny farm. Because I used to talk to myself a lot. And I wasn't talking to myself. They thought I was talking to myself. And then my mother's like, you're too old to have imaginary friends. And I'm like, what the frick is she talking about? I swore the person was there, And she was like, no, you can't do any of that. People, they're going to put you away they're going to take you away and put you in the funny farm. Well, we all knew what the funny farm was. So we were like, nope. You saw the horror stories back in the 80s, so we weren't doing that. Not one bit.
Mary, that's true. Actually, my spirit guides know to take them to Christina or take them to the grove.
And, that's what they do. Like her spirit guide. Okay, so funny enough, guys, I have a playlist. It's private, but it's on YouTube of the songs that every the kids like. But anyway, one day Jacoby came over, that's Mary's spirit guide, and he was like, you gotta add Guns N' Roses to this playlist. It's all nicey, like Christmas songs for the kids and all this. And at the end of that playlist is 2 Guns N' Roses. Make sure, because they come and they bring spirits to me all the time. I cross over 2,000 spirits a week. 4 days a week, I do 500 spirits.
Since he's been bringing them from my house, he's been getting a lot more. So, they do. They flock to us anyway because we're like a beacon to them. We're a light. Even Boomer is. He's been out of it for a little while, but he's slowly getting back in it, and I can tell you that they see his light the same as they see ours. His is probably a little crooked right now, but that was a joke, you guys. Boomer. But anyway.
That's right. Carl, you're God bless you for I would never marry a Leo. I have the written down. No Leos and no beginning of March, which
Oh,
was
me either. I no.
Pisces.
My brother's a
No
Leo.
Leos, no Pisces.
Is the most stubborn-headed, most
Yeah.
most ungrateful brother I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, your brother's a Leo. Mm.
Yes, one is, yeah. The
Mm.
one, I told you about him.
Yeah, yeah.
One in Alaska, yeah. No, nope. I don't want to marry no Leo. Don't want a part of him. You want a
I love
friend?
Leo. All right, Amelia, we're gonna send them all to you. I'm gonna send you my daughter. You be changing your tune quick, fast, in a hurry.
You give me Aries or Scorpio or somebody like that. Nope, or a Cancer or I don't want I don't think I want an Aquarius either because my ex is an Aquarius and oh Lord have mercy, I don't.
Evie, yes. Kathy.
Wrong, I love it. I always will, but I still don't want him.
Evie, I've heard your name on my, because I always ask them, can you tell me how you found us and where you came from? And do you see the little one climbed up on my knee? I felt him. I don't know if you could see him. But the
Carl, that's funny.
like Bonnie and Clyde as teenagers, yeah. I lost my train of thought because the little one climbed up on my leg, and I was like, "Oh, he must want to watch something and or see what they're saying."
See, Kim, that's why we get along so well.
Oh, Evie, that's what I had to look down at the comment. Evie,
she's a Leo.
I heard your name on the spirit box. Yeah, I just said I wouldn't marry a Leo, and if I ever had a kid again, which I can't, but I'm already past that time. But if I was, I would make sure I wasn't having a Leo.
Well, I'm the male version of Leos. The male version, I don't want no part of them. The female, I don't care. But the male version.
No, yeah. You're another one. I must send my daughter to you.
One.
You change your tune altogether. But anyway,
well, that I don't have no attraction to.
As friends, they're fine because I have friends
right.
Leos, but not to marry, to be with 24/7. Like my daughter and I were together 24/7. It's too much. Aries and Leos can't be together 24. They can be acquaintances, they could be friends, they can, they can live together. I would never. But I always ask the spirits when I'm going to cross them over, can you tell me where you came from and how you found us? So I've heard Evie, I've heard your name a few times. I even heard yesterday, I heard I came from geez, I came from Evie's, but there was somebody else was on my live stream yesterday when I was doing the cards, and they're like, "Oh, I came from this one's house," and I was like, "Oh, yeah." So you guys are watching me. I'm saying, okay, I got, cause I'm gonna do a crossover because I said it. I'm gonna do a crossover tonight because tomorrow's my birthday, so I'm gonna switch my days. And they must have heard it. So it's like everybody who was on my live stream, I heard their names, and I'm like, oh, that's where they came from. They came from whoever was watching me. So your guy's house, I've heard Krista. They've said Krista a few times.
They've said Diane, I think, was one time that you had.
Yeah, Diane. Yeah.
Christine was another one.
Yeah, one came from Christine. Yeah, no, they come from you guys a lot. I mean, if they'll tell me, other than that, like, oh yeah, Krista, I got two from you. I got the little boy, Izzy, and then someone else, but she just crossed over. She was an older woman, not older, but in her maybe 50s or something. But I don't go through like, if they'll say it on the spirit box, good, because I can't talk to 500 people, They're here to cross over. I can't find out all the information.
The grumpy lady that came from Kim's.
Yeah, the grumpy lady that came from my. Yeah, so I'll hear their guys' names, and I'll know. And unless they talk to me a little beforehand, I won't like, or if they'll show me, like I was on Drew's panel, and then that night I did a crossover, and I'm like, can you show me where you came from? And I always have the ghost seer up. And I said, "Can you tell me, where you came from and how you found us?" And it showed me a picture of a Scottish man. And I'm like, "Oh, you came from Drew's?" And he was like, "Yep." And I was like, "Oh." you know. So funny enough, like mostly, comes from you guys when I do the crossovers. Hello to all the lurkers, by the way.
I don't think it has. I'm a Sagittarius, Scott, and I'm the opposite on that. I mean, I'll help people with their ideas and put energy into it.
At a little thing, I found it
I think
funny.
that's less for myself than I do for everybody else.
Mm.
Actually, I'm a giver, man. I'll tell you what, I'm big about helping other people, and I always have been. And if somebody needs something, I will help them if I can. Whether it be with spirits, whether it be paranormal to anything, clothing, food, money, I'll
That's
help.
that's weird you say that, Amelia. I had the weirdest dream last night, and I was like, "Oh, don't forget to write it down." And thank God Amelia just reminded me, so I can write it down right after I get off of this, but I'll say it just so that she says that. She says, just so your
I,
people could
I
see it
see that.
too. It says, "I'm not sure of when I was born. My birth wasn't registered until a month before starting school." So, I had this weird dream. So I'm the age I am now, which, let's knock on wood that this doesn't happen. So anyway, so basically, um, I need a brain, my head on my shoulders. So basically, the dream was I went to church, which I normally don't ever do either, but I was at this church, and behind
And
me,
I'll explain that to you in a minute. Go ahead.
behind me comes in, behind me walks in my mother, and I'm like, how are you here? You're deceased. I mean, I saw her like she was a person, but not only I saw her, everybody saw her. They're like, "Oh, hi, welcome in," and they set her down, and I'm like, okay. So she sat next to me, whatever, and I was like, okay, this is the weirdest thing. I'm like, should we leave the church? If I leave the church, am I gonna still see her? I want to talk to her. We're in the middle of church, right? And I was like, this is craziness. So anyway, I was pregnant, and so we, I get home, and we're yapping, and I'm like, how is this possible? She's like, I don't know. I just walked into the church like spirit, like she walked into the church like a spirit, and she came like a person. I don't know what happened. The church did it, whatever. Um, anyway, I go into labor, right? And it's in the middle of, I don't know, for some odd reason, and I can't remember that part in the dream. We couldn't get to the hospital, and my mother delivered the baby in the kitchen. Okay, deliver this baby, and like I'm like so happy, whatever. And a week later, I realized, shit, I didn't go to the hospital or anything. I never registered the baby. How they gonna know the baby was born? Like, or if it's mine or something? Like, it was so crazy. And Amelia, how funny you come in there here today after that dream and say that. I did some research and I think I found a birth date, but I don't know the time. Ah, well, at least you got your birth.
I have a way that you possibly could find out. Was you born in a hospital? If you
No.
was, your date of birth is on record somewhere.
Oh,
Even a midwife keeps records.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
So there is a record somewhere. If you go on, you can go on records.com. or you can even go on Ancestry and look through their records and go. You have to pay for it, but I'm just saying you may have to go through a lot. But I guarantee you'll find your birth record somewhere, unless it was done at home and nobody around, or
Right, like if your deceased mother, helps you give birth to your baby at home, and you don't go to the hospital after to write down the birth.
That's crazy. But your mom just. Now this was that you was awake. This wasn't a dream, right?
No, it was a dream.
Oh wow.
It was a dream last night that I had, and I was like,
huh.
Why a baby? Why like all of it was a big why. I don't understand it, but it had to be some kind of message because it was such a weird shit.
Maybe there's a baby.
I might dream that my mother came back from the dead, but I sure
your daughter's gonna have a baby.
know that I'm not dreaming about me being pregnant because I hated every minute of that shit.
Carl, I absolutely love the way you said that about your other half that you have, your woman.
Oh,
that is so heartfelt, and I wish that somebody would talk about me like that.
Yep. There's lots of them though, Amelia. There's the family tree was original before the ancestry ever existed. It was called the family tree. You are big on spirit, baby. Damn straight. I got lots of them. And each one is cuter than the other, and I love every single one of them. And I'm a weirdo like that. I put out food for them. I play movies for them at night. When I leave the house, I'm like, okay, I can't bring 60 kids. I'm like, here, I'm going to put on, what do you want to watch? And they're like, oh, Curious George or whatever. Okay. And I put the playlist on to run for 5 hours while I go out. When I used to go to work, I used to play cartoons all day for them, leave them food. Like,
now, NH girl, I can say, all right, if you're a medium and you can hear, do you hear the spirits talk to you? They come because of your light, because of your. They know who can hear them and who can't hear them.
Well, I'm gonna say that
word of mouth too. I mean, they talk to each other.
Well, they talk to you, but also the thing is, spirits will follow people home that they feel comfortable with. Right. So you may never leave the house. Do you know where my aunt gets all her spirits from? My aunt don't cross them over either. The supermarket. Right. Every time she goes to the supermarket, they follow her. Why? I don't freaking know.
I get followed all the time.
Tons in the supermarket, tons. So if you go to the supermarket, tons. I read an article, and if I feel like sadly about what I was reading, like I did this Sinister Sunday on this like Egyptian and I was so like, oh my God, like felt so deeply about what was going, and I wanted to know more. And by the time I finished that, I was so like, oh, I really want to know about her. She was standing in, talking crazy language. I don't know, but I couldn't understand her. But the spirits could translate it to speak spirit talk. But yeah, because she wasn't alone. She died, but she had like 2 like watchers, protectors, like her bodyguards with her, because she was like high up, ancient, like Egyptian, like priestess or something. And yeah, she had the 2 bodyguards, and they would talk for her. Like it was crazy. But anyway, so yeah, so you're retracting the messages I can't see.
Well, just because you can't hear or feel or see, or know they're there, I can say this: they possibly know that you come around all of us too, and they go through you to get to us. I mean, that's a good possibility on that. But I'm with Christina. You don't have to have a beacon to or somebody
Right.
follows
Because if
along.
you feel strongly, like I was reading that article and I felt so strongly, I'm like, oh,
I'm Sagittarius too, Scott.
that she that I think she was there. Oh, welcome back, Boomer.
Hi, Boomer.
Um,
Well, Amelia, I can see that, but I'm just saying that check your hospitals. If you know where you was born at, by Mormons, thanks. I kind of agree with that, but okay, that's another story. But anyway, uh, check your hospitals and stuff. Say, hey, this is um, here's my name, or did they name you at birth? I mean, if your parents are alive, there's stuff you can ask them, and you can use it to go to the hospitals and ask them about.
hmm Anyway, that's true. Oh, Boomer. Oh, you're in mine now. Okay, I was gonna say Scott said hello, but now you're here. I didn't know which stream you were in. Mary is Sagittarius. Yes, she is.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
did Scott tell me what day he was born on? Ask for a reason.
I don't know.
That's why I'm going back to see if I can see it somewhere.
I mean, and I think I was born like 6 something in the morning. And it's funny, I just pulled out my birth certificate for the DMV again because I can't wait till it comes, but they have a new thing. I don't know. Um they have a new ID in New York where you can go to Canada or Mexico or wherever, those kind of places by land or by sea, not by plane. You can go there and you don't need a passport. So I'm like, oh, cool. So we got the real ID anyway. I think it was at like 6:32 in the morning, but I don't remember. Does it say 6:15? Okay, that was close. 6:15.
And Carl, but Scott, your wife falls in the line of. Ain't she Scorpio on her date? Because I think it don't go. Sagittarius kicks in at the end of November and runs through December.
Oh. Yeah, back in the days, Amelia, when they were afraid they couldn't feed you or whatever. I saw this picture and I was horrified. This poor woman, she was getting evicted and she didn't have any money. And she was like, she put her 4 children on the steps of the apartment building and a sign in front of it saying, the I have to sell the children. And I'm like, did people buy children off the street? Like, and what would they have done with? Like, I was like insane when I saw that picture. That was long. That was in like I guess the mid 1800s or early 1900s. Um, between the mid and I was like, oh my gosh, imagine having to sell your 4 children because you can't even put a roof over their head, like because you can't afford the to live, like, you know, I mean, I don't understand the government really. Like this, they don't own this planet. Everybody should be able to live on this planet for free. Like I don't know who thought of this. I'm gonna build a house and then you're gonna pay me for it. Like I can understand you pay them for the materials and you pay them to build the house, their labor, if you don't know how to build your house, because everybody used to build their own houses during those times, right? But then, you shouldn't be able to sell it for money except for what you paid originally for the materials and the labor. Um, and I think that's it. They shouldn't have to charge you for the land. They don't own the land. I don't know how the government can charge you for the land when it's not fucking theirs. It baffles me. Anyway, don't get me started on that either.
What do you mean you lived in the room from 9 years old to 14 years old? You lived in the room you was born in? I don't understand what you're trying to say.
I was born at home, and then
He was DOA, which
right,
they brought him back. He was 2 months early.
yeah.
That was 1966. I lived in the room from 9 year old to 14 years old. So I don't know.
Oh, the same room you were born in, like that they didn't let you out? Like,
Oh well.
oh, were you because you were sick? Is that why? I agree. Our human society unfortunately came up with money. Yeah, I can understand coming up with a barter system and stuff like that. I understand because you can't. I don't know how to plant food to eat. Like I wouldn't be able to plant enough food for my son and I to eat. So yeah, I can understand barter system. I can understand money. I cannot understand the government charging you for property when they don't fucking own the earth. It's a travesty, and I don't know how we letting them get away with it. I really fucking don't. They cannot charge you property tax because it's not theirs. It's not fucking theirs. They don't own it. God did not give them any rights to our land. None whatsoever. I can even maybe understand taxes. What I can understand, like regular taxes, property tax should not be paid to the government. No property, they don't own the property. I don't know who thought of this.
Yeah, the government.
Oh, well, yeah, well, of course, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why we still let them get away with it. I don't understand. I
Well,
mean, it's so high. It's so high. It's not like it's a few dollars. Well, because the government's broke and we have to help people, we're going to charge you $100 a year, property tax, whatever. Because you own a house, so you make more money or whatever. Fine, okay, whatever. $100. It's like $10,000 a year. How the fuck? How are you entitled to that money? Anyway.
Now I understand.
I want to see what he said. Wait, I didn't see it. Okay, wait. When okay. When I was born, my mom told my nana to look at me because she didn't want someone else's baby. Back when the nurses would switch babies. Oh, yeah. I agree with you. Shouldn't decide where we live, but humans, yeah. That happened at the hospital to me and my sister were born in. Oh, the nurses were arrested. Oh my God. They tried to switch you, Boomer? Bought or sold? Yes, you are right. You're exactly right, Amelia. I don't know. I would be happy with a laptop computer. A house, a car, yeah. Just my property tax a year is $4,000. Yours is $4,000. Here it's 10,000 for something that's not theirs. Like I could understand taxing the money that they freaking made up to give you to tax it 5,000 times. You know how the dollar get taxed so many times? No, not us, but some babies were during that time. Oh yeah. That's why now they put every baby, they come out of you and they stick this electronic bracelet on them. So if anybody tries to walk away with them, the fucking thing beeps. If there's a certain amount of weight, oh yeah, it's crazy. You can't even try take that baby anywhere out of that hospital. I thought they tried to switch you and your mom figured it out. Mm-mm. Funny thing, you only own the land, foundation deep, the house footprint. Yeah, the house footprint. Well, yeah, then give me the house and don't give me the land and don't make me pay property tax because I already bought the house, right? I missed what Carl said about where. No, it was my grandparents' house where I was born. Oh, okay. I gotcha. You still don't own it. You only own the top 6 feet oil and mineral rights. You still don't own it, right? The government owns everything. Somebody told me that. Don't even bother to buy a house because it'll never be yours. It will always be the government's. You know, can't even, God forbid, you can't pay your property tax one day, he goes. The government takes your house, whether you paid the house or not. Because supposedly it's on their property. I don't know where they got this from. There's homes here that the property tax is $16,000. Depends on how big you're. That's insanity. She's in Canada. I had all 3 at home. It was good. No, they read the article in the paper after the fact, 2 years after my birth. Oh, holy cow. They all ran to get DNA tests. Well, I read this story. Supposedly it was a true story. So this kid was so excited the mom was pregnant, and it was a girl, and they're like, your sister, and he was so excited. And they went to the hospital, they had the baby, they came back. They're like, here's your sister. And the little boy looked at that baby and goes, that's not my sister. He had such a connection with the baby, right? When it was in her womb. And right away he was like, that's not my sister. And they took him to psychiatrists and all this. He wouldn't look at that baby. He was like, no, that's not my sister. And after like 2 years of therapy, this kid was 2 now, the baby they brought home. One of the therapists suggested, why don't you get a DNA test? So you just prove to him that that's his sister, and maybe that will help, you know? And they're like, okay. And they do the DNA test, and the baby's not theirs. They brought the baby to the hospital, had a freaking heart attack. They recalled all the babies from that were born in the hospital at the time, tested all of them, and these people had to switch the baby. The kids were already 2. Craziness. Sorry, I forgot I wasn't born. I was evicted. C-section. Do they call that eviction? You register a birth that is a government birth bond. Look up what a birth is and a ward in. Oh, I should look it up. In legality.
I've been all this time and I had myself muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't see you were muted. I thought you were just letting me ramble like usual because it's my birthday.
I was sitting here laughing at Image Girl. I've been answering questions. I've been doing all that.
Come on, girl. She's been muting. Like, can you hear me now?
I was fixing to mute myself again, and I looked. Man, I'm muted already. No wonder nobody's hearing me.
Yeah, no wonder nobody's talking to me. I'm just talking over you. But I wasn't really. You weren't talking. I didn't hear you.
Did y'all hear what my property tax was on my house? Did I tell you? Did you hear that?
Did I hear what?
About my property
tax? No.
My property tax that I paid on I had an empty lot with no house on it. Then I had my house. The empty lot was right beside it, so I had a double lot basically.
Yeah.
5-bedroom, 2-bath house, huge house, 2-story. My property tax was less than $2,000 a year. So, and that's just been what, 10 years ago. So, property tax is not bad here. It's now if you have a new home, the newer the home, the more the tax is. But basically, but the taxes ain't bad here. The property prices, they've went up everywhere, but even here. But it's not bad here on that either, for that matter. But a lot of people don't want to go through these for winter, winter and summer and fall and humidity and
I wondered why Mary was so quiet. Yes.
Yeah, that's why. I was like, dang, man, I'm sitting here just talking up a storm. And I even said, I said that about Carl's wife. You guys heard me say that, right?
Yes, that I heard.
Yeah. And then I was laughing about NH Girl, what she put about being evicted.
Yes.
I'm sitting here just laughing up a storm. That's funny.
They're selling stuff. Yes, I noticed that because Danny's like, I think it's cheaper in Canada. I think it's the same. So I looked at a house, in Canada, and the house was the same as it would be in Long Island here in New York, in Long Island. So it was like 250,000. But it, to say it was anything spectacular, I was like, no, if I'm 250,000 for a house, I don't want to fix nothing. It should be perfect, pristine, like that's back in the day. It would explain a lot, Christina. Yeah. Yep. But we don't want to say Mama stepped out. Mama stepped out. I'm sure my mother stepped out. I always wondered that too. Like, because, and I wonder this because, like, my mother really didn't want to marry my father. My father was 15 years older than her, and my grandmother kind of forced it, and I was supposedly conceived on their honeymoon. But I know from my own children, and this was 20 years after I was born. So technology is better now, right? 21 years later. They couldn't pinpoint my daughter's conception because when they told me I conceived, I go, that's impossible. And they're like, why is that impossible? I'm like, because I had my period and I was on birth control. So there's no freaking way my daughter was conceived that week. And they were like, excuse me. And I said, plus I only did it this one time. I just slipped up and did it with a coworker one day. Like, we weren't dating, so I wasn't having it regularly. I'm like, this is the day she was conceived. And they're like, that's impossible. I'm like, no, you're fucking telling me, I'm telling you, this is the one. So I already know they can't pinpoint it. So the fact that they said, yeah, I was conceived on the first day of their honeymoon is a bunch of hooey. So I don't know. I always wondered,
Yeah.
Always wondered.
I mean, you take a DNA test.
No, I told you, I'm not giving no DNA. I'm kind of like Amelia that way. I refuse to give my DNA to the government. Nope, it's not happening.
She can send, she can do that.
No. You're going to send it away. What are they doing with it? They're going to make a clone of me. I don't
They
know.
already got it.
That shit. Nothing.
Christina, they've already got it. They can get it from the hospitals and doctors if they want it.
Do you know when the last time was that I went to the hospital when I gave birth to the doctor? Besides for an ear infection when they're not taking blood. When my son was born. So I don't know unless they stole it then when my son was born. They don't have it yet.
They can walk past you and get clip some of your hair.
I guess so. They can. I'm not giving it freely. That's for damn sure. They're gonna have to come here and steal it from
I'm
my
just saying they can. If they want it bad enough, they can.
Yes, they can. That's why but I'm not gonna give it to them freely because basically you're giving them free range. Do it. You sent it to them. They can do free range whatever they want. You don't know. I'm like, no. No thanks. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I will not give my DNA to I will not send it away. I will not.
Tina,
Mm-mm.
y'all need to sell your property, make a fortune, and move to the States. I mean, Jesus Christ, if that's what they're going for over there in Canada, if I was Danny, I'd be selling it. I live there, you can bet your ass if I owned a house there, it'd be gone.
Only 99% effective. Oh yeah, well nothing's full. Go check the volcanoes. Okay, go check the volcanoes. Yeah, don't let a volcano erupt. You're not watching. Clone real. I don't know what they do, Boomer, with it. Testing to make a super meta human. You don't know what these frickers are doing nowadays. These damn weirdo scientists. I'm not giving nothing to them. I'm not giving it up. I'm not.
Right, Tina? Me too. I mean, they want my DNA. They can get it. Trust me.
They take my blood by giving candy. No, yeah, the last time was my son when my son was born. Because they have to take an AIDS test and all this, so they took my blood then. But yeah, but to pay to send my DNA to pay, and they're gonna tell me like, oh, you're not only Greek and Sicilian, but you're half Native American. Get the hell out of
Good night, God. Have a good night. Sleep well.
Good night. Who's leaving? I missed it.
Gothic.
Gothic, much love to you, sweetheart. Yeah, go to bed. I know it's late for you. Thank you. I will. I had a great birthday already with you guys. You guys were the ones that were happy about my birthday. Because my daughter called me this morning asking me the craziest question. And the military can use your DNA how they want once you sign it away. Right. So it's like, here you go. I'm signing that you can test my DNA, and then they're going to do God knows what, Scott. You're damn straight. I don't know what they're doing. They're going to make me like a military weapon clone. I don't know. But my daughter called me this morning. She's so funny. She's like, what was that diner that your mom used to work at, her nan? So I said, oh, the Bel Air. She goes, it was on Hell's Kitchen Nightmares or whatever. I go, I know that. I didn't know you liked Kitchen Nightmares. I had sent it to Aunt Dorothy because it's right over here, and I want to make sure we don't go there because it's a rat trap now. But my mother used to work there way back in the day. So my daughter was like, oh, okay, that's all I wanted to ask you. I'm like, really? And you're not going to say anything else to me? And she's like, no, what do I have to say? And I'm like, happy birthday, Mom. And she's like, no, your birthday's tomorrow. I said, do you know what day it is? Do you know when my birthday is? She's like, yeah, it's the 11th. And then she's like, oh, and it's not the 10th today? She goes, shit, I missed the baby's doctor appointment. I go, you're a stay-at-home mom. You can't fucking keep the date straight. Your phone has it on there. Jay boy, how are you? Welcome in. Thanks for coming. When you get tested for DNA, that's not the government or the military. That's an independent DNA. No, but when you send it to those, but if you go, I guess, to the hospital, Boomer, but if you send it away to those like ancestry people and all that, I don't know what they do with it. I don't trust them. No, there's nothing going on. Okay, good, Amelia. I'm a no-vaxxed adult, not one from birth till today. I missed most. Oh yeah, you know what? My mother didn't want me home from school because she didn't want to be bothered teaching us because she worked, whatever. So we had to go to school, and we couldn't even miss a day of school. I had to have like 102 fever or be stuck like with something really bad going on. I mean, I could be sick. She'd send me to school. No, you don't have a fever. Bye. I was like, what the hell are you talking? I'm sick, Nope, didn't care. You weren't getting out of school. So she had to vax me. But when my kids, when I started reading up on it and stuff, I said, nope, I'm not doing it. And the school was giving me a hard time. They're like, I'm like, listen to me. I'm not doing that. It's against my religion. Do you want a note from the priest? You cannot make me, especially like chickenpox. Every single kid has a vaccination from chickenpox. How's the kid getting it? How's my kid from where? You vaccinated everybody, supposedly. Where are they getting it from? The chickenpox vaccination, they just changed it since when it first came out. I think it was 1934. It had so much lead in it. Okay, and that's what they were giving your children anyway, by the way. Anyway, so I agree with you. I don't do any of that. I've never got a flu shot. Well, one time I think they gave me the flu shot and I almost died. My grandmother too. They gave her the flu shot. She almost died. So we never had that again. I never had the flu, so I don't know why I would have needed the flu shot in the first place. But yeah. When did this become a conspiracy theory channel? It did. We just, I don't normally say all these thoughts on my, live. These are my own personal thoughts. I can't, say any of this. I'm just a weirdo. I can't say that any of this is true. That's just how I feel. Like, it's my own thing. But I know that, that because you could look it up how much lead was in the chicken pox shot when it first came out and what they were putting in you. You could look that up. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's a damn truth. It's a birthday special. There you go, Amelia. This is my birthday special. I can talk about whatever I want today because it's my birthday. And I didn't get anything to drink for my birthday. I usually have a drink on my birthday. Here in the UK, if someone had a bug or the measles, etc., we got stuck together for a week. Ah, there you go. They put everybody together. Yeah.
Here live in Utah. I found a 60.
It's all about variety. Yes.
They found a 60-foot crack in the dam there. And
no.
Yeah, it's not good. They put it a level 2 warning on it, and when it gets to 3, they'll start evacuations. But they've got
why don't they just pump the water out a little and slap some cement on that baby? What's wrong with them?
It's raining, and they've got flash flood warnings out. Urgent warning issued after 60-foot crack found in dam. Garfield County Sheriff's Office has declared the situation a level 2 emergency.
Monkey kidneys.
Potential for dam failure.
Polio vax. The start of HIV transmission to human. There you go. So, yeah, I don't know. They're so I don't do that. I don't get. I'm probably one of the few people who I haven't been, like, most of my whole family besides me and my sister, and I wouldn't let Jonathan either. Even at work, like they told me, they said to me, you're not going to be able to work if you don't get the COVID vaccination. And I said, I'm going to work until the day you throw me out. I told the guy. He's like, okay, here's $200. Go. I'm like, no, you're not bribing me. I'm not getting it. Right now, that if the employers were bribing you to go get a COVID shot, something wrong with that whole shit. Right. So, okay. I'm like, you're not bribing. I'm not getting it.
It's girl flex tape.
Flex tape will figure. There you go. Flex tape. So that's what I said. Pump out some of the water, put it in the ocean, and friggin' slap some cement on there. But
It's
the
in the lake dam. It's pink. I can't pronounce the name of it. It's Panguitch. Lake dam has sustained damage.
Oh, okay, Boomer. Good. You're gonna leave it running. All the good stuff's gonna happen as soon as you lay down and shut your eyes. You know that, right? Boomer, thank you so much for hanging out and spending my birthday with me here and on your channel. Much love to you.
Boomer, before you leave, before you get off of there, you need to take that. What is that he's got on? Because we can't tell you if anything happens.
Oh, yeah, because we can't go back. The DVR thing.
You need to take the DVR part off. Can you do that? So we can clip it if something does happen? I'll go watch it.
It's me against my household. Everyone here fell for that BS on the shot. Yeah, on the shot. So so what ended up happening was 1 week,
Okay.
1 week before they said everybody in New York who didn't have the shot was going to be fired because you weren't allowed to work. 1 week before that,
cream cheese, which
governor came on TV and was like, you don't have to wear the mask or anything anymore, that it's over the worst of it. And I'm like, these mother flowers, so everybody ran to get that shot. So of course almost every American got it, right against your rights, by the way, all against your human rights. And yeah, I think that's what they wanted to see, how many people would, give up their rights to that wasn't me. I wasn't doing it. And so I'm one of the few people who
Yeah.
don't have any vaccinations for COVID, for the flu, for the bird flu, none of this crap. I'm getting none of that. Whatever my parents gave me before, I knew better. Before I was 18 is the only stuff that I had.
Well, I guess since he can't do that, we just have to put in where the timestamp as close as we can get it.
Yeah. That's what you're gonna have to do. Put in the timestamp.
How did I do with the damn
Cheap. Yeah. That was a hill I was not willing to die on. I was not getting that shot. Yeah. And I think that the most reason about that shot was only because of who was in office. It was my whole thing. Who was in office and how fast the shot was made. Like it took years to find a vaccination for the chicken pox. You're telling me in 3 months they came up with this? So either
right.
They already had it. They already had it. And they weren't telling you, and they really did let it out of the bag. Or there was something wrong with that. My guides told me no. I didn't even ask them because they knew right away. I was like, that ain't happening. Not one little bit.
Now Frank had it, and he ain't had no problems with it. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I guess disowned by a few people. Yeah, there's still people who may be mad at me, but nothing you could do now. I still, to this day, after my grandmother's had 5 freaking COVID shots, okay, 95, God bless her. I don't know. They keep shoving them in there. I don't know what they're shoving in there, but anyway.
All right. Just making sure.
All I had to say was bye. That's right. So I don't know. I just wasn't into that shot. Now, if there was a shot that's been out a long time and all of a sudden if the measles came back and kids were dying, but I might consider getting that vaccination. But the COVID one, I was like, no, no.
I was like, Yeah, how did they get? I know that they were working really hard to find one, but how did they really know? I mean, it takes years, and then it takes 6 months to a year to 2 years for them to figure out if it really works or not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They didn't test it on anybody. You know, they didn't test it on anybody long enough to see if it would kill them, if it would paralyze, nothing. Like, it's different. Like I said, the measles vaccination has been out for how many years? 50 years, 30 years, 20, 30 at least, 50 more likely. Okay? For 30 years, they know what it does to you, obviously, you know. So if a big outbreak of the measles, if I was going to kill people, I would never, you know, I would take the damn shot again, even though that was one of the things they gave you when you were in school. So I already have it. But if I had to take that again, I probably would, because it's been out for 30 years. We know what's in it. Fine. This, no. Did they give you an ingredients list? No. Did they care if you were allergic to something? No. Don't give a shit. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Colleen. Thank you so much for coming in. We missed you. I gave all the girls your love and Drew's the other day.
Hi, Nancy.
Sound's gone on the laptop again. Your spirits got sick of hearing me, Kim, and they decided, nope, that's enough. I gotta write it because she said she lost her sound. Wait.
Hi, Kelly. Did I said hi to Kelly a long time ago, didn't I? Oh, I guess I didn't. I said it again.
I had to write it down for her because she said she couldn't hear. So I said, oh, let me. The Mars are finding white stringy rubber stuff in vaxxed folks. Oh, well, that makes sense too. Just weirdo stuff. Yep. Now it's back. Weird. I told you they didn't want to listen to me anymore. Now I calmed down. They were like, okay. White stringy rubber stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, the clot.
I'm eating a bagel. I didn't need to hear that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I feel like eating a bagel and some other stuff too. It's my birthday. I didn't eat anything, but I told you what I ate. Which, in fact, maybe I'll just heat those up, shove ice cream and syrup on them, and eat them. Do you mind if I eat my birthday puffins in front of you? Birthday puffins! Because, you know, might as well. In case you weren't here, there's my birthday puffins. Been eating them all day. Pancake mix muffins, but they came out so good, guys. You will see this recipe because, of course, I will put it on a Cooking with Chris, and one of the members will, of course, be the birthday puffin. It's your birthday, go all out. Yeah. Be the birthday puffin inspiration.
Are they magic muffins? I mean, yeah. No. Nah, they're not.
Oh, yeah, and I got to make some coffee, too. Are they magic muffins? They cooked up really quick and fast, like magic muffins. So, yes. You didn't need an egg. You didn't need any yeast. You didn't need any milk. So, it was good. Looks like something I would try. Yeah, it's instant pancake. So you get the pancake mix where you only add water, and then you get a cup of your favorite cereal. I only had Honey Nut Cheerios, so I ground that up, made it small, threw that in there. I had a little piece of chocolate, chopped it up real fine, and threw the chocolate in, a little cinnamon, and some maple syrup. and the water, of course. Need the water to make instant pancake mix. And then I put them in muffin pans, muffin cups, and I put them in my air fryer. 15 minutes. Fabulous. Magic muffins with special sauce. Amen.
She said she thought you meant the cereal when you said you was gonna eat your puffins.
Puffins. Oh, that must be something in. Oh, I've seen those. Those are like the cheap version of Rice Krispie or something. I don't know. I think I've seen puffins in the store, but
There's some kind of cereal that's it's a kid's cereal type. That's something. Something. I've seen it, but I can't think of magic muffins.
Well, it could really be called puffins. I just called it that because it's pancake muffins. But it could really be called puffins if we used puffin cereal, right? Oh my God, that would be such a good idea.
Got her thinking overtime now.
Yep, we're gonna have to get some puffin cereal and use it in our muffins so we can really make puffins. All right, finish the ice cream. Come on. It's our birthday. I can't bake to save myself. I never was able to bake until I figured out these 3-ingredient easy recipes. There was this lady who back before there was YouTube and stuff, this woman used to write these little easy recipes on a blog that I used to follow. And she used to write it all down, the recipe. Try this recipe. You can use these different things and all this stuff. But they only had 3 ingredients, or 2 ingredients or 4 ingredients. I kept all those recipes. Her recipes are the best and the easiest. And believe me, if I can bake it, so can you, Amelia. Trust me, 3-ingredient cupcakes, they never come out wrong. It's like milk, sugar, what was it? Sugar, water, and self-rising flour. That's all my favorite cupcakes are that I make. Self-rising flour, sugar, water. And you could put add-ins if you want, or just put icing that you buy from the store. Put those babies in the oven with in the little tins or cups, cake muffin cups or whatever. You can't never mess those up ever. It's the best. Yep. So you gotta check out my Cooking with Chris playlist because there's also dinners on there. I do baking a lot because I love snacks, healthy snacks. But I tried to make a cake. Can you have no the other hand? Yeah, that's actually it's hard. My oven doesn't work, so I can't even bake cakes because to bake a cake in the air fryer, the middle is always not cooked. So that's why I use the muffins. And every cake mix, everything I make, I put in the muffin pans. I put in the little muffin cups and throw them in the air fryer. And they always come out good. Always. Maybe the key is the air fryer, not the oven. I don't know. Could be. All right, we got our puffins with ice cream. Uh-huh. Magic. I heard there was a recall on cinnamon. I have this cinnamon so long here that I can't imagine that it's part of the recall. I god darn hope not. Do you know what the date is? No. Or what the brand is? I don't know. I've had this organic cinnamon. See, it's organic. Organic cinnamon forever. I don't know. Because I just use a little bit of cinnamon. Jeez, been I don't even know. Does it have a date on it? Yeah, probably not. Well, best if used by 11/20/27. Doesn't tell you when you bought it though, but it has a lot number in case it was recalled, I guess.
There is some spices that they're recalling, but it's It's a certain brand, though.
Yeah, certain brand, I guess. Yeah.
Certain company or brand or something puts it out.
Tasty swat. Okay. See, Diane knew.
Yep. She's saying over there as she eats.
Sorry.
You didn't bother me none. I'm eating too.
Yeah, you have a bagel.
Yep, with mixed berry cream cheese.
Oh, see? All right. You leave the baking to me and you can fix my tractor. Because there ain't no way I would ever know how to do any of that. That's why everybody was like, why do you... I have one of those little push mowers. I have a big backyard to do that. And everybody's like, why'd you get the push one? You should just got the little electric one. Because goddamn, if it breaks, if I chop off my foot, I don't know. I don't know nothing about this. I don't want nothing to do with it. Nope. Nope. Put myself in the hospital or kill myself, and then you'll be talking to me here, talking about paranormal. I'll be on here as a spirit. Good night, Scott. Back to job hunting. Oh, good luck.
Night, Scott. Take care.
We'll see you next time. I'm gonna make these again tomorrow. Is pancake mix healthy for you?
Well, depends what brand you're using.
Aunt Jemima, girl. They might not put her picture on there, but you know, she's my lady. They might have took off Aunt Jemima's picture, but she's still my lady. Metaphysical muffin, yes.
I like my pancakes. I make them from scratch.
No, it takes too much ingredients. I was like, no. Oh. All right, go pick up baby girl from work. I'll talk to you later, sis. Much love. Thank you for the candles. Not birthday candles, but prayer candles.
Bye, Tina.
I still see her around every once in a while. Ooh. Ooh, I missed it. I missed it. Who do we see around every once in a while?
That's all. I missed it too. I don't know who you're talking about either. Did we mention somebody that?
I don't know, because I said the last thing she said was my other roommate and I have been taking turns baking since we moved upstairs because
Maybe that's just talking about her roommate.
An oven. Oh, Aunt Jemima's who she missed. I was like,
Aunt Jemima.
You still see her around? Yes. Yep.
I use buttermilk.
Oh,
Egg.
I lied. Aunt Jemima, you were on my mind. It's Miss Butterworth. She's another one, though. They took her picture off. She must have been.
I like Mrs. Butterworth too. Yeah, I like that.
She must have been a black lady too. They just take all them off the boxes.
I like Night, Evie.
Good night, Evie.
Good night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We got the Bisquick. Oh, the Bisquick is expensive though. So did you see that box? It was pretty big. I got 2 boxes of that for $5 on Amazon. 2 boxes, $5. So you can make a lot of pancakes, a lot of puffins, pancake muffins. You can do a lot. Bake yourself a cake with that shit.
there's another pancake mix that's really good. It's
Welcome
called
in, Smoking Joe. Happy birthday. Sorry I can't stay, but I watch my. Oh, thank you so much for coming in and saying happy birthday. Much love to you.
it's called Crustex or something. It's a K. It starts with a K. I don't know if we're the only ones that has it around here or what. It's like I think it's German or something or Dutch, but anyway, the name on it anyway. But they're pretty good too.
Oh yeah, I've seen that brand, Kelly, but they're like the most expensive. I was like, But now that I found this, like those recipes, like I said, this lady who wrote the vlogs from back in the day with all these 3-ingredient easy.
Yeah, Kelly, that's what I'm talking about.
I can make my own, like 3 ingredients, like I said, sugar, self-rising flour, and water, and then add whatever I want to it. I could add cinnamon. I could add cinnamon toast crunch. I could add whatever I want to it. Ooh, cookie dough. Not cookie dough.
I put buttermilk in mine.
Butter, like the Biscoff's cookie butter. Yeah.
I use self-rising flour, buttermilk, egg, and a little oil. And just I can put honey in it or a little dab of sugar in it if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't. I don't put that in it. I just use buttermilk and egg and oil, and that's what I use.
Mm-hmm.
And your syrup is sweet enough, and so that's how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you know what it is? Eggs and buttermilk is so expensive here. All these recipes I've been doing on just self-rising flour because it's really cheap. Self-rising flour, water, maybe some milk, some sugar, but that's it. I haven't been, whatever I can find to add in myself, plantains, bananas, peanut butter.
Or canned milk, even if you got canned milk, if you got meal nut or something like that.
You know how much?
You'd have to break it down and put water. You add water to it. You don't put straight meal nut. You add half water, half meal nut.
That's even worse. I went to get sweetened condensed milk, but they had all the milks in the same area, right?
Right.
In the cans or in the, powdered or whatever. Even sweetened condensed milk, little can, $5.25. They used to be $2.39. I was like, get the freak out of here.
Sweet condensed milk is higher than.
But all of them were expensive. They were all over $5. I was like, no.
Wow.
Here, I don't know what they are at other places, but I was like,
Have you looked on Amazon?
I haven't looked on Amazon, but I think I did for the sweetened condensed milk, and it was still too expensive. I think I ended up they have lactose-free now condensed milk.
They should.
I went to Target.com and I used a gift card that I had. And Target, if you spend $35, thanks Diane, by the way, I used some PayPal money and a gift card, a little gift card I had left with just a few bucks on it from Target, and I was able, Diane sent me a PayPal to get coffee, and I got coffee and condensed milk from Target with Diane's PayPal, so thank you so much.
Diane, yeah, I forgot that. I do put a teaspoon of vanilla in it. About a half a teaspoon, actually.
The last cake I made, the dog wouldn't even eat it. I threw it outside for the birds. It hit the hedge, concrete patio, broke a chunk of the concrete off the edge. What did you do to that
Oh,
cake?
Lord. She must have not used self-rising. She probably used regular flour.
Mm.
Was it a mix or was it, did you make it from scratch or was it a mix?
Oh, yeah. Next time, just use the mix. Like pancake mix. You can make these muffins. You just add water. You don't even have to do any add-ins. And you could just put it in cups and put them in the air fryer. They don't get hard in the air fryer. If you put it on bake. My air fryer has bake, broil, air fry, dehydrate, rehydrate. I never used the hydrate and rehydrate. I don't know how to use it, but I'm sure it would work good. Thank God for the air fryer. We have a big bag of that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but so on Target, the sweetened condensed milk was still $2.50. So you could get two for $5 instead of one for $5, like in the supermarket. That was the only place. I can do the best gravy and cheese sauce though. Ooh, that sounds good. As long as the gravy isn't made with animal fat, but it's vegetarian. Which now they do have vegetarian gravy, which I'm so happy about, because if I can find the vegetarian gravy, I'm going to try to make one day, if I can. My mother always used to make Yorkshire pudding, and she would make it, but with the like fat of the steak or whatever to make the gravy. But now they have vegetarian gravy, so you don't need to use the animal fat, and I can make Yorkshire pudding. You can bake in your air fryer. That's nice. Yep. It has all those features. I have the double ninja. It's the best one. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And thank God I got it because, when I came to this apartment, and I was like, why doesn't the oven work? And I was so mad. I even make like sweet potato, mashed potato in my air fryer. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I'm fixing to buy the bigger one myself.
Oh, yeah, this one's fabulous. Fabulous. I got the double ninja. Pshum. And it has air broil, air fry, roast, preheat, dehydrate, and bake. So you can use all these things. And it has match cook. So if you want to, I fit 6 cupcakes in each one. So I make 12 cupcakes at a time. And I just hit match cook, bake, and then you only hit the temperature once and it will do the same for both. It's really nice. So you can't mess it up. Made with meat roasting dish. Yeah, can do similar with veggies. Yes. I don't eat the animals. Hey, Andre. Welcome in. Much love to you. So, yeah. There's 11 people in the chat. Altogether, between Mary's and mine, there's 11, it says. And it's the 11th, and the 11th is my birthday, so it's all good luck. Lots of 11. Lots of 11s. Yeah, what about Yorkshire pudding? Have you ever made it, Amelia? Yorkshire pudding is like a dinner dish. Oh my God, I could eat that whole thing when my mother made it. And I haven't had it since my mother passed away. This is years and years now. How's your my birthday's doing good. I just finished my birthday puffins that I made, which are pancake muffins. That's what I've been eating all day with ice cream and syrup. Mm-hmm. And Then I spent most of the day here online on YouTube talking with everybody, having a wonderful birthday. Hunters and gatherers, yes. I'm glad, being a vegetarian, it's really easy to hunt for your food. You just have to find, like an apple tree or an orange tree. I don't need a gun, just a ladder, and that's it. Have myself some pears, some peaches. I like ice cream. My favorite is chocolate. I don't like chocolate. I like chocolate, but not chocolate ice cream. I don't know why, but chocolate ice cream doesn't taste like chocolate to me. I eat vanilla ice cream, vanilla with fudge swirl, pralines and cream, I think is my favorite because it has caramel and the pralines. Yes. I don't eat farmed meat. Well, I don't blame you because, but here, hunting's not really too popular in the middle of the city unless you want to eat a squirrel. And I'm not eating the cute little squirrels, so I don't do that. So we eat, yes, I only eat vegetables. I think in the last 10 years, the only animal I ate was a can of tuna fish. Because I was really stuck one day and I had absolutely nothing but a can of tuna. And I was like, I'm sorry. Poor tuna. So yeah. So one slip up in 10 years. But like I said, he was already in the can. I didn't eat it. It wasn't like, I killed it. He was already dead. I couldn't help that poor tuna. But yeah, that's it. I tried, and I don't buy any, not even for my son, and he eats meat. I cook for him. Because I refuse. I'm like, the less meat we buy, then the less animals they'll kill, And because they always have meat left over and they throw it out, it goes bad. So I'm thinking, well, if they see people are not eating it or buying it, they won't kill as many animals, they won't farm as many animals. This is my thought, but I don't know. Too many people eat meat still from the supermarket. But if you're like Amelia and you go out and you hunt it, I guess that's a different story. If you're going out and you're hunting your meat, um, or your fish, I guess it's a little different than than going to the store and buying it. So that's good, Amelia. What else, guys? Mary, what else with you? Anything interesting?
Well, no, not really. I don't think.
I had that interesting dream. That was about it. I have to remember to write it down, whatever I can remember.
No, I'm not muted. Just not saying anything.
Yeah, she just stopped talking. She's eating something.
No.
Are you vegan or veg? No, I'm vegetarian, not vegan, because I'll eat animal byproducts. Like my friend has chickens. He has chickens. He loves those chickens, and he's so good to the chickens. And when the chickens make eggs, we eat the eggs. It's okay. You're not killing the chicken. I know people are like, well, it's the same thing because you're killing the babies. No, not really. They're unfertilized. Most of them are not baby chickens. And I'll eat cheese because cheese is made from milk. Another thing, you don't have to kill the animal to get the milk. So I do eat my cheese and have my milk. But I won't eat the animal itself. But the byproducts from the animals, like milk and eggs and, you know, um, I eat fish mostly. Yeah, it's totally different thing nurturing the thing. Yes. Right, exactly. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that plus like I said there's so much waste from them, farming the animals and um like even the fish, they started genetically modifying all this fish because there wasn't enough for all us to eat. So most of the fish that you buy in the supermarket is fake. It's fake fish. I call it fake fish, but it's all genetically modified fish. And it says too, these were farmed. And I was like, you could keep it. Thanks, but no thanks. Why are you messing with the animals? They're gonna just mess up all the food and everything on this earth. It's scary. Yeah, right, exactly. And then, like I said, they kill all these animals, they farm all these animals, and most of it goes bad because it's way too much. So I'm hoping one day they'll stop that mess. They'll stop that mess. Money, not sustainable substance. Yeah, exactly. So, and they're always worried, like there's not enough food for everybody. There is, but the problem is you're not doing it right. And if you grew more crops and stopped with all the damn animals, there'd be plenty of food. And if you stopped genetically modifying everything, there'd be plenty of um there's no reason for you to genetically modify corn. It grows by itself. They genetically modify it, what their excuse is. How do you get protein? Yogurt. Yogurt and peanut butter. That's my most um intense sources of protein. Yogurts and yogurt
Eggs,
has very
eggs,
high protein, like 18
eggs are high
grams.
in protein too.
Peanut butter, but
Eggs,
everything
butter.
everything has protein. It's actually not the reason why, believe it or not, the reason why they say you have to eat meat is not for the protein. There's tons of things that have protein. I have plenty of protein in my diet. The thing that they say that comes from meat that you need or you'll die is the B12. And B12 you get from the byproducts, which is why I don't need a supplement because I eat cheese, I'll have yogurt, I'll drink milk. The byproducts of the animal have B12 in it. We as humans, when we were cavemen back in the day, produced B12, but because we started eating so much meat, our body said, oh, you don't need to produce B12 anymore. And we evolved to do this stupidity. And so, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's good to know. Yes. So, yeah, it's not the protein you need from the animal, it's the B12. And if you, like I said, just have the byproducts, milk, cheese, where you're not killing any animals, you can totally, yogurt, like I said, is the biggest. You can totally live without eating meat. If you wanted to be like my sister's, total vegan, but mostly because she's allergic to a lot of stuff, she's lactose intolerant. She can't have eggs. She can't have soy, this, that, and the other, because she's allergic to so much stuff. And she's a vegan. She's like me. We don't believe in killing things senselessly, that she needs to take vitamin B12. So she takes vitamin B12 every day. But other than that, you don't need anything from the animal. There you go. Lesson lesson of the day. Not paranormal, but yeah. Too much protein intake can lead to elevated blood lipids and heart disease and can tax additional, right. Yeah, so I'm like, I get enough protein because like I said, I put milk in my coffee, I like my cheese, and I have yogurt every once in a while, which is good. And Yeah, so I don't have an overabundance of protein. I think even like broccoli has some kind of protein in it. So yeah, it's not like a big spinach has a lot of protein in it.
Low protein, like mine bottoms out. So and I eat cheese. I don't eat yogurt, but I do eat cheese. Um, I eat eggs. I eat meat. I eat all that, but yet I don't have any protein.
Hmm. Well, yeah, because everybody's body is different, so your body processes it different. Um, yeah, yogurt's really high in protein though, so but yeah, I don't eat it all the time because, you know, yogurt is also another expensive thing. Dairy is getting so expensive, it's insanity. Eggs are welcome. Yes, I do like eggs. Fabulous. Um, but peanut butter really is my favorite, and peanut butter is very high in protein. Phew. But you could probably tell. Oh, I don't have. Oh, yes, yes. So I have one peanut butter unopened. Look, it's a big one. This one is the one I'm using. Then I think I have another in the cabinet that, I didn't open yet either. My son's like, why do we have all this peanut butter? I'm like, just in case. It doesn't go bad and it's good for you. It can make you fat if you eat too much, but if you're really stuck, peanut butter is the way to go. I'm not a big Skippy person. I much rather have, Skippy's not bad. I hate Jiffy. So in case anybody wants to get me a gift of peanut butter, Jiffy's not the one. Jiffy's not nice. It has a weird taste. I'll eat any other. The store brand peanut butters, a lot of them are really good, but Jiffy, no. You're on mute again, Mary, just in case. You didn't remember.
I'm sitting here talking.
I know. Diane has a question for you, Mary.
I know. I'm reading it now. If you told him to leave, do you feel like he's still there? I mean, I can try. He's got to want to let me though. I mean, I could probably hone him out if I needed to, without him letting me. But I mean, I may be able to pick up his energy.
I ate a big tub of peanut butter in like 2 weeks a month ago. You were craving some protein or something. Um, yeah, I put them in my muffins. I bake with them. I make.
She just ate protein a while ago. She had
Oh, something was craving it. Well, funny. When I ate the tuna fish, it was the same thing. It was like, no, you need to have tuna. I'm like, why? I don't like tuna. I don't eat tuna. And I was like, I need to have it. Besides the fact that there was nothing in the house, and I was like, it's all right because I think the only other thing I had, which I could have ate too, was couscous, and I love couscous. I have tons of that too. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll just make a plain thing of couscous. It's fine. But something was like, no, 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 eat the tuna fish. And I'm like, maybe a spirit wanted tuna fish. You never know. Because they could give you the cravings, like they can give you the ideas, like, no, 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 tuna fish. You know? So maybe you had a spirit be like, no, 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 peanut butter. And tomato, peanut butter and tomato on toast. I never had peanut butter with tomato. Now, the other day I had a peanut butter and banana sandwich, which people, are neither here nor there about, but peanut butter and banana is good. I guess I want to know who and why he came just because he could. Oh.
Okay, do you still feel in there? That's what I want to know.
Um,
before I try this, because when I try this, I'm gonna have to mute everything and listen because it'll have to come to me.
oh, it was in her room. You were channeling Elvis. No, Elvis put bacon on his peanut butter and bananas. I do not.
You're not sure? All right.
I don't eat painting piggies. Never, never. Definitely never eat the painting piggies. I don't think anybody should eat painting piggies. Any animal that can paint should not be eaten. That's just my idea of the whole thing. Okay, so peanut butter is high in protein, but you know who always used to have peanut butter and bananas? Do you guys remember Mr. Rogers? Mr. Rogers was play at 4:30, and mom would make dinner for 5 o'clock, 5:30, quarter to 6, because my father got home right around 6, so she would be making dinner. And he would come on at 4:30, and my mom's making dinner. And at the end of the episode, which was right near 5 o'clock, because it's a half-hour show, Mr. Rogers would be like cooking with Mr. Rogers or whatever. Right after the Land of Make Believe, you'd have, because they played the Land of Make Believe segment, and then you'd have the cooking segment, right, on the show. Anyway, right before he put on his shoes and the sweater to walk out the door. Anyway, so he would make bananas and peanut butter sandwiches, and I would always run in, Mom, I want peanut butter and banana like Mr. Rogers. And she hated Mr. Rogers. She's like, this bastard. Every time he would make something like that I would eat, I'd run in there and be like, no, I want this for dinner. And she was like, damn you, I'm trying to cook. You're gonna eat what I make for dinner. Damn, Mr. Rogers, you could have that tomorrow for like lunch. And I'm like, no, I want it now. Lady Elaine Fairchild, you are correct. Do you like mushrooms? I will eat portobello mushrooms that I make only. Like, I have to make it. I won't eat them at a restaurant or anything, But if I clean them and I'll make them myself, I make the portobello mushroom burgers. Oh my God, they're so good with like caramelized onion and Swiss cheese, and you grill it, and it tastes just like a hamburger. I'll never forget. My friend came over one time, a coworker, and I made the portobello mushroom burger for him. So I gave it to him, and he didn't realize, and he's like, I thought you didn't eat meat. And I'm like, I don't eat meat. He's like, come on, did you just make this for me? This is the best beef ever. And I'm like, dude, it's a mushroom. And he's like, turns on the lights, the flashlight. He's like, holy shit, it's a mushroom. I'm like, yeah. He's like, this is the best burger I ever had. I'm like, well, it's not a burger. It's the best mushroom you ever had, though. But yeah, so like, he was like, what a thought. And I was like,
hang on.
Oh no. But usually it's only the big portobellos I'll eat. The other ones I'm a little fishy about. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for spirit visitors. Yeah, amen. We'll tell them to leave when you're not in the mood. Hey, I'm not in the mood. Get out. Wait outside in the yard. I'll see you later.
Hang on, I'm picking him up. Just give me a second. He's got a plaid shirt on. It does have the snaps on it like a Western shirt. Was he thin, tall and thin, Diane? Like, straight up? No pot belly or nothing? Got a Western belt on. He just said rodeo. Something to do. The belt he had on was from a rodeo.
Oh my gosh, is he a cowboy? I love me some cowboys. You know the old
Kidding, me too.
The old song. Save a horse and ride a cowboy.
Hang on. He won that buckle back in the 60s. I believe he just said 66. He's saying he used to live there. Yeah, he does. The salt and pepper hair. What I call salt and pepper. In other words, it's not all white. Diane, your property, the property that's around you, is there a farm there or a ranch there close to you?
And I know it's a typical cowboy name, but I kept hearing the name Bill, so I'm thinking that's his name. I asked Sarah. She's like, yes, so maybe it is. Ask him if his name is Bill.
Diane, where do you live? Well, there is a Bill that dressed like that was my uncle. And he dressed exactly like I'm seeing, but it's not him.
Really, Amelia? Are you guys having trouble with the sound? I don't know. We didn't do anything different.
I'll with you, Kim, on that 100%.
Yes, Kim. Boise. She lives in Boise, Idaho.
That's right. Hang on, he's still talking. I have to, he needs to slow it down so I can hear it. I'm getting translation here, so hang on. It's a little hard for me to tune it in. Okay, he said it's long gone.
Mm.
Huh.
Hi, Sandra Love.
I'm trying to get him to tell me what he says. The property that he used to live there. And hi, Sandra. And so with that, he said he startled you. He didn't mean to scare you.
So you've been there a long time, Bill?
He was surprised that you've seen him.
He did startle me. Oh.
Or is your name Vern? I got a no on that. Did you get a no on that, Christina?
His name is Bill, I think. Is your name Bill, sweetheart?
I think it's Bill.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yes, he said yes.
Yes, his name. Oh, are you related to Vern Bill? Is what she wants to know. A relative, or we should say, was Vern related to him?
Yes, brother.
Oh, Vern was his brother, Diane.
That's what I just got. Yes, brother. He said he's sorry that he startled you this morning. He was surprised that you could see him.
Hi, Crystal. Much love to you. I hope you're well. You messaged me on Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram in a long while. I will have to go check. I usually use Facebook Messenger, and I won't use X anymore because, they make you pay for everything now.
He says he comes to the property and places there looking for his family. To see if he can catch them there at the same time. That's what he said. Hi, Crystal. So,
Here at 103. Oh, God bless. No, he must be crossed over if he goes back and forth. I don't.
he travels around, he says.
Oh.
I don't know if that means that he's crossed over or not. I haven't asked him. But he says he travels around and he tries to find him again. So he goes back to see if he can catch him there while he's there.
Um, Pam, I would. The easiest way to start is to get yourself a pendulum, but you don't need a pendulum. It could be a string with a crystal on it, a chain with something that hangs that you can see that it moves, and you know you can ask yes or no questions. And the first question you should ask, is there any spirits here? It will move, and then you'll kind of know what their yes is. But then just ask me, show me what your yes looks like, show me what your no looks like, so that they could see. If Thank you, Sarah. If it moves, and then probably you'll be able to speak with them that way to start, until you really hone in on your skill to be able to hear them. Like, I heard Bill's name, and I was like, ask him if his name is Bill, because I kept hearing Bill in my head. And so you'll eventually get there, but it takes practice. Crystal says hello, Mary.
Hi, Crystal.
It's weird. I saw him come through like a portal on the wall. Yeah.
I'm channeling right now, so it's hard for me to.
Right. I just wanted to let you know.
I'm trying to hear him. Okay. I'm not sure that Vern was his actual brother, but he considered him like a brother.
Oh, okay. So your house is like a meetup spot, Diane, where all the spirits go and like, oh, Vern's ranch used to be there. Let's go see if Vern's at his house still.
He's looking for family because his family, I guess, lived there somewhere on the property, and he did too, or close to the property that where she's at. But Vern was like, he was either his brother or like a brother to him. I can't get the. He just says he was a brother to me. So I don't think he was his brother as being blood relationship. I think he was like a brother to him. You know, basically. I'm not hearing it all clear, so I'm trying to get it clear is what I'm trying to say. Diane, I hate to ask you this, but put a snack out for him. Something he can get energy off of, a glass of water, anything he can use for energy.
Yeah, small, a little piece of fruit if you have, a little tiny drop of peanut butter. Like we were saying, peanut butter is good energy.
If you want to know more about him or from him, he's going to have to get some more energy because he's breaking up. That there's a big distance between me and him.
Yeah.
It's making it worse. So.
Oh yeah, Diane, ask.
And for anybody asks, yes, I can pick up spirits wherever they're at, and I can communicate with them mind-wise back and forth. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I like I said, I heard him say his name Bill. I don't know if it was just over the waves, the airwaves, but
right. I mean, you don't have to be in the room with them to.
Right. So I guess that's kind of channeling, huh? If I can hear names.
Yes. You channel every time you talk to your spirits.
I guess so. That's true. This is so interesting, right, Kelly?
He said that
zoned out, daydreaming. Ooh, well, that might be a message from the spirits, Amelia. Was it a good daydream? Were you dreaming of riding a cowboy? I mean, a horse?
He wants to tell her this while he's got the energy to tell her that he will try his best not to scare her anymore, and that he is glad that she can see him, and that he was recognized. But he didn't mean to scare you. He has said that several times. He did not mean to startle you, to scare you.
We're just making mockery in the chat. Sorry, Bill, it's my birthday, so happy camper today.
His chest was crushed by a bull.
Aww.
I was wondering why my chest was feeling, and I asked him before he left. Before his energy leaves. He left, but before his energy leaves.
Well, Diane, yeah, because he didn't think you could see him. Like a lot of people, he could probably walk back and forth, and nobody ever goes.
He said he didn't. Said he come off the bull, and the bull went up, and when he come down, he landed right on his chest.
Aww.
Crushed his lungs in.
Poor thing.
Killed him. hurt his
Ooh,
heart.
thanks for the coffee and cake. Thank you, Crystal.
Yeah, Diane, he didn't mean to do it. 9 chances out of 10, they don't mean to scare you at all. For starters, he didn't know anybody could see him. So you startled him just as much as he startled you.
Yeah, basically.
He said he jumped back whenever you told him that he had to leave, and he was like, he couldn't believe that you seen him. He was young. I'm getting 27. What are you getting, Christine? I don't know why he's got white hair though, or salt and pepper hair. Oh no! Wait a minute, I got it wrong.
He died 27 years ago. Died 27 years ago, I think.
Yeah. Well, I suppose to say 27 wasn't his age.
It wasn't his age. That's when he died 27 years ago.
Okay.
Wiener dog. The dog saw him too. He was probably like, oh my God, not only can the people see me, the dogs see me. What's going on? Poor Bill. He's probably been, because when you're on the other side and then you come back to visit, you don't expect all these people to see you, talk to you. It was a different time, 27 years ago. Nobody talking to spirits. Nobody seeing spirits.
He said he went
doing any of that.
In life. I imagine he did if he rode bulls.
Yeah.
I'd go great too. He said he died in his early 40s.
Oh no, dead dog, a spirit dog. Oh, okay, a spirit dog. I was like, your dog jumped into the spirit's arms? That would scare the crap out of me if I was a spirit. My grandpa was completely gray at 19. Oh, well, in the 40s, it's possible. Because
42, I think he was. Yeah, my dad was premature gray at 18.
Jonathan's father is definitely gray in his 40s, so. So, yeah.
He just said something, but it was muffled. He's losing energy. She puts you some water out. Get you some energy from the water. Oh, eat supper.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you have left.
All right.
Ribs.
Yes, Diane. And of course, if you're not, I'm pretty sure because it came through the portal that he's crossed over. But if you're not, of course, I do crossovers. And you could still come back after you cross over, but it's just so you can keep your energy every 72 hours. You go recharge, and you can come back. I don't know. I always think people are afraid to cross over because they think they're going to be stuck there. But we know they can come back and forth. So, because I know my mother's crossed over, but I know she comes all the time. Mother, like he was thinking about his mother? I'm talking to him. Sorry, we startled each other, but please move. Okay, you're able to talk to him, Diane. Cool.
No, she's not really. She can't hear him back. I don't think. I don't think she can anyway.
She said, I'm talking to him. Sorry we startled each other,
Uh,
but please move on. I'm
hey,
thinking,
Kim keeps hearing Mother since we've been talking to him.
hmm.
What's Mother got to do with it? I'm asking him.
Hi, Terry. Welcome in. How are you?
He hears you, Diane.
Oh, he hears Diane. Yeah.
Hi, Terry.
Oh, but you can't hear him, Diane? She could see them. I could hear him. If we get together, we're going to have a field day. Quite funny. I used to be able to hear them. Not so much since I got lungs. Oh, I'm sorry, Diane, love. Definitely see them, yeah.
Something, but I don't. I asked him about what did Mother have to do with it, and the only thing I heard was the part of it was muffled, but I did hear that he said that she lived there too.
Oh.
Apparently, that she lived with him and his family, something to that effect, I guess.
Mm.
While I traveled, he said, rodeo.
Oh, that's nice.
When he traveled to rodeo, his mom stayed there.
Mm. Knock, knock. Who's there?
Uh-huh.
My,
No,
that's so windy out here. Can you guys hear the wind?
all right. Well, she's asked that you stay out of the house and don't startle her no more. He said, okay.
Orange. Orange who? Are you going to do? My father used to do this one. And then you're going to tell me orange again and orange again. And then you're going to tell me. Well, maybe they're not crossed over. Or, like I said, Kelly, they probably have a meeting spot. They go all over, you know. One will go here, one will go there. And, you know, aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Right.
Not looking for his mother. He's found her.
Yeah, they see each other. They go, you know, but maybe Vern mostly stays on this side and he doesn't. So he's going to peek at Vern, you know.
Something to do with his kids
Hi, Deborah.
and his sister.
Aren't you glad it stopped raining and started raining bananas? Yes. I think it just started to rain. I'm afraid to look at that wall anymore. Well, at least you know it's only nice Bill coming in and not anybody else. That's Bill's little portal. Crystal. I hope you're having a good rest, Crystal. I could use a good rest too. And some dinner. Because probably muffins and ice cream. 6 muffins and ice cream all day was not enough to eat, probably. That was my birthday meal
Make you
for lunch and just now.
Jeremy,
What happened?
Make you some pasta or some soup or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do when we get off of here. We were in 3 hours, guys.
Yeah, I'm about ready to get off here because my energy's like, well, especially since I just sat there and done that.
Yeah, Mary was channeling. Just super feeling nice here hanging. Oh, I'm so glad, Crystal. Yeah, we've been here 3 hours, 10 minutes. We did do in the beginning, of course, Spiritual Learning Thursday like we normally do. And I put up the video. So if you guys missed it and want to see just the video part of the spiritual learning part of it, the video we played, you can see that. It's up on the channel now. Yeah, Crystal. And yeah, and we just had we hung out longer. Usually we only do an hour and a half, but because it was my birthday, we decided to hang out and chat a little. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here due to the flaky internet. Oh, Deborah, well,
Yeah, Deborah.
we've been we've been here a little while, and we were thinking
We've been on for like 3 hours, so
we were gonna cut out of here. So I apologize. I'm so happy you came in. I hope you have a beautiful birthday evening. Well, thank you. I'm gonna make myself some dinner and maybe more dessert, birthday dessert. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. I definitely have to get going on editing the videos because I didn't do my Saturday or Sunday video yet, which would be terrible.
You're welcome, Diane.
So
I'm gonna watch Boomer's channel for a little bit, see what's going on over there.
Yeah, so probably tomorrow. That's what I'll be doing all day, editing video. So I could have my weekend videos done because I kind of been slacking.
Happy birthday.
Quite late. I'll have to watch their live stream. Yeah, I'm sorry, Deborah. Yeah, we've been here 3 hours. We usually, just for anybody, every Thursday we do spiritual learning and sometimes chitty chat after.
Well, we chitty chat today a little longer because today's her birthday, and Frank just had a happy birthday.
Thank you, Frank. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Wednesday on my channel, Christina and Son Ghost Squad, I'm live every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I read cards and do divination. So anyone who does not know about that and who would like to join, I give everybody that I can a reading. Geez, sometimes we do 18, 20 readings. If you're happy to come in for a reading, I do not charge for the readings. And they're all different. Charm readings, you get card readings, we have astrology, witches' runes, whatever you like. Or whatever your spirit guide wants to read for you. So thank you so much, Deborah, for the birthday wishes and or comedy moments with Christina. I will try. I haven't had anything so funny that I want to share with you guys. Those were kind of like I had that material. I thought it was funny and I put it out there. I didn't know people would like it so much. But so I'll try to do another comedy moments. Try to see if we can find something funny about my life. My whole life is funny, but that story is so long on Greek and Italian. There'll never be enough time on YouTube for me to put it up there. So, guys, thank you so much for coming in and spending my birthday with me. I had such a good time here and on Boomers earlier with you guys. So thank you so much. Mary, thank you as always as joining me on my channel as a co-host for Spiritual Thursdays. And next week, I still don't know what the topic will be for next week. I have to look that up. And find you something fun to learn about for next week's Spiritual Thursday. Of course, if you guys have any idea, leave a comment on this live stream or the video
or mine, either one.
Put out, or on Mary's, it doesn't matter. On the live stream, one of our live streams, or on the video itself of anything you're interested in learning about spiritually. You could put it down in the comments. Also, check our spiritual learning. On my channel, there's the spiritual learning playlist. So all of the videos that we've been doing for Spiritual Thursdays or any spiritual stuff about crystals or curses or anything else is in that playlist, and you can check it out. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everybody. We're going to play our outro so you guys can all say goodbye to each other. I'm looking forward to getting to know you better. Deborah, much love to you. Much love to all the new people who
Deborah,
came
it's not just
in.
Thursday she's on.
Yes.
She's on Wednesday nights too.
Wednesday night doing cards. Yeah. I think Mary put my, because she's on yours. I think Mary put my link in her description. I'm pretty sure.
I know I've been saying this forever, feels like, but I promise you I will be back on Sundays.
Yeah.
Hopefully this Sunday, but if I'm not, it will be soon.
That's right. Mary will be back, but I really force her to do Thursdays, so you know you will see her Thursday on her channel. No, I mean, even when she's not feeling well, Mary, because she's doing it with me, will come up. So we definitely know we're gonna see Mary on Thursday. I meant when you're not feeling well, I force you, not normally force. All right, we play the cool outro, and we will see you guys next week, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Sunday. Check Mary's channel, don't forget. And yeah, have a great night, everyone.
Night, everybody. Night, Boomer.
Good night, Boomer. Good night, Kim.
Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. We are so glad you came. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Is everyone gone? Huh? Good. Oh my gosh, my cheeks are killing me. I can't keep smiling like this anymore. I'm exhausted.